All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Unique Expressions podcast with your hosts, Destiny and Diva. I am Destinee Jae. If you don't know me already, I am the owner of a brand new startup company called UniqStarEnt, which is the logo behind me. We're a startup company that specializes in music, karaoke, hosting, media, market design, branding, and community networking. Um, I want to describe Unique Expressions podcast as a show that discusses topics that deal with real life issues that involve the minority community, uh, especially, and all other communities from a unique standpoint. Now, I want to introduce you to my co host, the co host of Unique Expressions podcast, Queen Diva.
Hello, everyone. Good night. Thanks for coming and join us tonight. We know it's the holiday season, but we so appreciate you taking time out to come join us. I am the CEO of Unique Blend Models. It's a modeling company. We work with all sizes, and we work with male and female and children as well. And also Unique Business Consultant, where I help you become that entrepreneur, become that boss that you want to be. Tonight, take it over, Jay.
All
What we're going
right.
to be talking about.
Tonight, the exciting and controversial topic that we have is about red flags in relationships. Um, is your relationship as solid as you think it is? Right now, we have a diverse panel, and I would like to hear, Diva would like to hear from everybody. Don't hold back. Give your real opinions. That's what we want to hear. And at the end of this show, I'm hoping that we can put together a list of the red flags that either you can deal with and you want to stay in your relationship, or that you can deal with and it's time to go. All right. So since we are ready, who wants to go first? What are some red flags in just normal common relationships?
Can I just throw something out there?
Sure.
While they're thinking, we want them to think about, Aisha, unmute. Aisha, mute yourself. Jay, you feel free to. You guys are thinking, we want you to ask yourself, how many times you've been in a relationship when you see things that's not right? The late night phone calls, when you call in your loved one, they're not answering. When the holiday come around, you don't see them. These are some of the things that we want you to keep in mind. Are those considered red flags? We want you to know. We also want the guys to be very active tonight and tell us what are some of the red flags that they throw at ladies who they're not interested in seeing, but don't know how to say they're not interested in. You know what I mean? So carry on. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. So Diva, that's a great way to start this show.
Okay.
Now you had a question that I was very, very, very interested in hearing some of the gentlemen answer. Can you tell us what that question was?
I want to know now, guys. You know for a fact that you do throw red flags. I mean, ladies throw it too,
Yes.
but guys do throw it. We want you to man up and
Yes.
tell us what are some of the red flags you guys throw out there to ladies to give the hint that you're not interested in, you want to be, you want to be in a relationship with them anymore. What are some of the red flags that you know you purposely throw out there? All right, we want you to just keep it 100.
Yes.
All right,
Let's
I know
go.
we got Legend, we got Serge, we got Doc, we got Glenn, and we got D. Let's go. Love to hear some of them.
All right, Legend, you are up first, sir. Legend.
Okay, can you hear me? I'm sorry, I'm
Yes.
like in transit right now. Okay,
Okay.
everybody. So whenever somebody's not really paying attention to your wants and needs, whenever they're not answering the phone, when they're not texting back, when they're not showing affection, unfortunately, people, that is red flags. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yes.
only but so much that you're gonna put out there to people. And like at the end of the day, no matter how much you might want it, you don't want somebody that don't want you. So to
Yes.
me, just starting off everything, that's red flags. Thank you.
Thank you, Legend. Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, he's not off the hook that easy.
Oh.
You know what are some of the red flags you put out there to a female?
Mm. Come on,
Go ahead,
Legend.
Legend.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I'm multitasking right now, so trying to be responsible. I'm participating. Excuse me, everybody. So some red flags that I throw was just like if you know how you have some people that throw things out there. All right, let's put it like this, right? if we've been talking for a while, right? And if I'm not mentioning or the man's not mentioning about, oh yeah, so let me see you, this, that, whatever. Or if you're sitting there trying to push on somebody, hey, let's hang out, this, whatever, and they don't seem too enthusiastic about it, that's a red flag. So I had that happen to me like not too long ago, where it seemed just like, somebody was trying to force me out and do this, that, whatever. Like, okay, I don't remember ever, confirming about going out there or whatever the case may be. I mean, listen, we're all adults here, right? So we know when somebody really wants us, when somebody's really interested, they're going to show interest back. And that's the main thing.
Right.
If I'm not showing interest you back, or if I'm sitting up there saying all the time, oh, friends, and trust me, I don't believe in being with any girlfriend that can't, or wife, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? There's stages to it. So my girlfriend and my wife is 2 different stages. But you got to be my friend first. Because if I can't trust you as a friend, or I can't really coincide with you as a friend, not saying that we have to start off as just friends, but like I said, with girlfriends and friends, then that's supposed to be, the person that you confide in, you can talk to, etc. Yeah. So if somebody's really giving you the cold shoulder, you don't really feel like you're talking to even a friend, then that should be a sign like, yeah, maybe you're bothering them. Maybe they don't want you. It sounds harsh. It sounds bad, but it's the truth.
The truth hurts, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you, legend. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Legend.
All right.
Yeah,
Glenn, I see your hand is up, Glenn.
There we go. Red flags, huh? Okay, well, here's some. They don't eye contact you anymore. You don't get eye contact.
Okay.
Discussions, the sentences are shorter and the paragraphs are shorter.
Right.
You almost never talk about anything other than material stuff. You don't talk about heaven or somebody's health or what's a good idea about going to Mars or any of that. You never have discussions that are philosophical. There might be a swing in the choice of entertainment that the partner prefers, either in TV or movies or sports or bars or party. You'll get few, if any, compliments whatsoever, and they won't show any real COVID concerns.
You really thought about this, Glenn. I like those. You really thought about this. It gave me some things I didn't even think about. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. I like that. Tiana, I know you had your hand up.
I would love for them to show their faces. There's some beautiful faces on here,
Yes.
You don't have to turn off the video to mute yourself. We have to see you.
Queen Diva, for some reason here, you're breaking up. I have trouble understanding you because of that.
Okay.
Okay. Because
you're the only one, though.
Yeah, same, Diva. It's kind of choppy when you're speaking.
Okay, feel free to inbox me in the chat.
Okay. Oh. Tiana.
Yes, some red flags for me in a relationship. A lack of accountability. If you just aren't owning up to anything, just always pointing the fingers, I definitely would take that as a red flag. Staying in that phone, whether it's just your focus is just somewhere else, social media, whatever the case may be, just a lack of attention as well.
Right.
And communication. I mean, if we aren't talking like we used to, that's a red flag. We need to be talking as if we're best friends all the time, period.
Okay. Is that like when you say talking all the time, do you mean like talk every day, or can you guys miss some days? Or
no, if we're involved, there's no reason why a day should go by that we don't talk.
Okay.
That would be a red flag. Because, I mean, did you go all day and not once think about me? A simple, hey, anything.
Right.
You make time for what you want.
Very true. Very, very, very true. Very true. Very true. All right, so we getting off to a good start. Anybody else Does anybody want to tell me like what's the red flags that they throw out when they don't want somebody, but they may not want to tell them that? It's the same thing that Diva had asked earlier. Anybody may want to talk about that? I mean,
What was that question again?
Okay, so Serge, what are some red flags that you throw out when you don't want to deal with a person, or just you just throw them out? Just
I tell them I'm on crack. I tell them I'm a prostitute. I tell them
what?
I'll tell anything to turn a woman off. Real shit. Like, hell yeah.
Wow. Now, do you do that instead of telling her you don't want her?
The heroin addict. I said, look at my arms. This is fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not just tell her you're no longer interested?
Right. I was gonna.
stretch.
Yes.
No, but you see, sometimes if I say, yo, I don't like you, you fat and ugly, that can make a girl kill herself. So the thing is, if I just sit here and say, is something wrong with me? You'll dump me and leave me alone, and we all good as even, because I know ain't nothing wrong with me.
That's just being a gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you, sir. JJ, I see your hand is up, JJ. We doing good here. I'm learning.
Well,
Yes.
me personally, I don't give red flags. I just feel like being honest and saying, I'm not interested. It's nothing against you. It's no offense to you, but we're not compatible. I'm not interested in you. Mm-hmm. And what Serge was saying, there are some women that might say, I can fix you in their mind.
Right.
So you could tell them what you want to tell them. But if you think that you're a type of woman that feels that I can fix you, I can help you, and I can make you better, then you telling them that really might not mean a thing. But me personally, throwing out red flags, to me, that takes too much time when you throw out red flags.
Very true. I agree. I definitely agree.
I've seen that happen. I've seen people think they can change their loved ones, and it generally doesn't work well.
Right. It doesn't. Yeah.
Right.
Matter of fact, it never works.
Never. Right.
Thank you, JJ. Legend, I see your hand back up, Legend.
Right, because you know what? It's going to sound sarcastic, but Serge, trust me, I mainly appreciate your approach, because some people, they just don't get it. And this is my thing, right, when I say that. Mm-hmm. Because some women are good women. They're just not meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are not ready to, you know what I'm saying, take on the responsibilities of certain women. And some people, it's just not their thing. It doesn't mean you can't be a good woman to somebody else. So sometimes we have to get that rough just to, you know what I'm saying, get you off, because if you mess with the wrong one, and this goes vice versa. So I'm not just saying it like it's for women, but, you know what I'm saying, it's vice versa. And you're dealing with somebody and they screw you over just because they were really never interested in you in the beginning. What normally happens is they turn that around and then they take it out on the next person going, and they think, oh, that's because that's the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, sometimes we do get cruel and we send these messages out and it's not being mean or whatever. It's just because, okay, you're not getting it. So we're trying to be nice, even if it doesn't sound nice, trying to be nice. You know what I mean? You know, and that's because sometimes your personality, you know, your efforts, whatever, they could be used best elsewhere. Don't waste it on somebody who doesn't want you.
Right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that too. So let me just play devil's advocate. I know JJ had touched on it. Do you feel that there's anything wrong with the approach of talking to a person, pulling them to the side, say, look, you know, I'm just not ready for a relationship. I think you're a great person, but I don't think it's going to work. You know, maybe I need to take some time for myself. And, you know, if I can get myself together, maybe we can come back to it. Because I hear you guys saying about how they don't get it, but I don't hear you guys saying that you told them first.
Right. Guys
make
don't
them get it.
Tell them that. Right.
Yes. So
a whole lot of beating around the bush. If you say that to a female, I'm pretty sure she would be receptive of that.
Yes.
Absolutely not, Miss T. Absolutely not.
Why you say that?
Absolutely not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I think so, versus making dumb excuses and
Oh, no. The dumb excuses come, it's either before or after. But even when you tell them straight, hey, I just see you as a friend. Oh, no. Because like I was just saying, some of them just want to stick like, oh, I can win him over. I can change him, he's a good guy. Like, no, I'm not. Not maybe not right now. You know what I'm saying? And some guys just are not. And like I said, that goes vice versa. Y'all heard that whole expression about turning a certain type of woman into a housewife, right? And sometimes you can, or sometimes you gotta wait. She ain't got all that other thing out of her. So you know what I'm saying? And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, just don't play with nobody's feelings. And I've seen a lot of women tell guys, like, hey, I'm out here, or either like, yo, you're not really what I'm into. And they get heartbroken, they get this, that, whatever. So no, I'm a perfect witness. I'll plead on the stand. Trust me. I've done set up there and told some people. I've done seen some of my boys tell some women straight out, like, okay, I'm not interested. Like, we're cool, we can be cool, but it's whatever. No, they don't. And some of them is just based on ego because they so used to guys running after them. You know what I mean? They don't know what no sounds like. So they're like, he's playing hard to get. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Like, no, I just don't want to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the line is too long to get in your club because you have a long line right there, miss. I don't want to wait outside. I ain't bring my coat. I'm going home. I'm going home. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
That was good. Let's
if the woman is worth it, you're gonna wait on that long line, right? Don't get quiet.
Hold on. One more again, so I can answer it correctly now. What did we say? I'm in the driveway. Let's talk. What was that now?
Okay. So can anybody else wanna? I know we have a couple other people in here. Tell me, what are your red flags, or what red flags you guys send out when you don't like a person, but let's say you don't want to tell them that you don't like them.
I got something in addition.
Okay, Glenn.
Well, the reason couples don't break up well is because they don't know how to go about it. And what these red flag signs that you're talking about are a way one person tells the other one, I don't want to be together, without saying, I don't want to be together. And one of the reasons they might do that is that someone mentioned, can't we just sit down and talk about, well, we are not right for each other and so forth.
Yes.
Well, that makes all the sense in the world, except generally at this point, one of those two people believes the other one's made some kind of a commitment, and anger sets in. And when anger sets in that discussion, it becomes a whole different thing, and now it's an argument. It's just that we just don't really. There's a lot of reasons for things not working out. For instance, let's say you're a young kid and you've never dated before, and now you want to turn it off, and you're afraid you're going to hurt the person, and she might be your teacher in algebra. Who knows? So you want to be careful there.
Right.
But or you might be just in a different place in your maturities. They might be ready for a commitment that you're not ready for, even though it's the right person, but it's the wrong time. So, I mean, there are a lot of reasons for that. But when anger gets involved, that's because in my opinion, the red flags haven't worked.
Okay, so that's after you tried it the right way.
Well, I'm not sure that red flags are not the right way, but that's the way people seem to start. And yeah, if they don't work, then I think we get into anger, quarrels, and so forth.
Okay.
I think red flags are a method that has to be used, because sometimes no matter how you say it, no matter how you write it, the person just don't want to believe it. Sometimes it's dead in the face that the person's not interested, but they in denial.
That's right.
You resort to red flags, but I think to a certain degree, people may not want to admit it. I'm putting it out there. Everybody has used red flag at one point in their life or not.
Sure.
To a certain degree. You know what I mean? Because red flags apply to so many different things. We all have used it. There's been a guy or girl that liked us that we didn't really like them, and they kept on pushing and we kept on throwing those signals out that we're not interested. Those are all considered red flags. So I'm sitting here looking at you guys, and I'm like, all you guys, I pretty much know you pretty much. And I'm like, we all could touch on the subject of red flags. So let's talk about the red flags. Aisha Malloy, let's go. Talk about these red flags that you come across, because I've thrown a lot of red flags out. I've thrown all color flags, Jamaican flags, Dominican flags. I've thrown all kind of flags out there, and they still like, you didn't return my call. If you keep on calling somebody and the person not returning your phone call, right? If you keep, no matter what you do, if you keep on just throwing yourself in and they ignore you, they never have time, they don't want to do nothing with you. Red flags. Those are all red flags.
That
Please
is the
stop
worst.
being denial. Please, understand that the guy just not into you. Guys, girls send it to you too. So you need to understand too as well. Not just the lady. It goes both ways. Because everybody dish them and everybody receive them. You know what I mean? Right. So we just gotta learn how to interpret them and see them a little bit sooner. You know what I mean? Because I waste time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's just my opinion as far as red flag is concerned.
Very good opinion. Very good opinion. You guys are throwing out some great things. Can I bring up some red flags or some things that might be, or you guys think that there may be red flags? You can tell me. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. That's what I like to do.
Go ahead. Go grab the pitchfork. Let's get it in. Go grab that pitchfork.
Don't forget the dibble. Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, like Diva said, missing around the holidays. What is
red flag? Red flag. Ding, 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 ding,
definitely a red flag. And once you miss it, don't come back.
Okay. Wait. Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on that, Jay.
Okay. We about to get into it.
Wait. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it. I love listening.
If it's a new relationship, and let's say the guy had plans, and it depends on how soon to the holiday you started dating him, right? Let's say he had planned prior to like a month before you started dating. He had planned already. Would it be a red flag at that point if this holiday didn't include you? You know what I'm saying? At what point would it be a red flag? You know what I'm saying? Because a month before he already had planned to put in effect.
Right.
But this is how you don't make it a red flag. If you would let him or her know, listen, I would love to do something with you for the holiday, but prior to me, you get together, I already had this plan, but maybe we could do this instead. There's 3 of them all together: Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So if you already have, I'm sure it's very unlikely that you have planned for all 3, but
right. Yes.
It's very unlikely you're going to have plans for all 3. So what you do, you improvise. You know what I'm saying? Because this new person is a part of your life now. If that's your woman or your wife, they're a family now. So you got to incorporate them in the current plan. And this is how you don't make it into a red flag. How does that sound?
That sounds like you got a plan right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that what you use year by year. Sound like you already got a plan set up there. Trust me, and I've had girlfriends where I didn't spend with. But trust me, when I peeked in the window, there wasn't no foreign man sitting at the dinner table, so it was fine. We ain't got to spend the holidays together.
On the other hand, on the other hand, for the person who is new to the relationship, what are the worst holidays to be alone? Christmas,
Thanksgiving,
New Year's,
and New Year's.
Thanksgiving. Okay. Right. So yeah, those are the ones obviously that the other person would have had plans for already. But now we got an individual who you're asking to sit around for like 60 days while the worst boring parts of the year when you sit by yourself are going by and they're out having fun. Yes. Is there no way that you can't invite them to come along or maybe, I don't know.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Got to be some kind of connection.
Yes, you may have prior obligations, but can I come?
Yes.
Am I welcome? Invite me.
It's yes. Now, if you miss the first one,
or just drop over to the house a couple of days before or after, whatever is going to go on, and throw a fruitcake at them or some damn thing.
Very true. I totally.
I wouldn't throw a fruitcake though. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, that's wasting the cake. You waste the cake, man. Don't waste the cake, anyway. Don't waste the cake. So, what's the next situation now?
Okay. So another one came up with was, does the person, let's say you are into a relationship, Does the person have an issue or difficulty professing their love or their feelings for you? Is that a red flag?
No.
It's not.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, and I'll tell you why. I'll
Okay.
tell you why. Unfortunately, there are a few of us. I happen to be one of them. I didn't. I had a pretty bad childhood. There was no family commitments, and I was attacked and shit. Okay, so my understanding of love never really existed. And I raised a family and had a marriage that lasted 32 years. And it wasn't until a few years later that I understood what love really meant. So my people will say, well, you didn't love your child. That's right, because I didn't know what the hell that was. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Okay.
And so it could be just a flaw like I have in me that is causing the person to do that. Fortunately for society, that's rare.
Could you do me a
Okay.
favor? Look, here's my hand raised. Could you repeat that question for me again?
Okay. The question is, I want to make sure I say it right. Do you think it's a red flag if the person has difficulty professing their love or feelings for you?
No, I don't.
So you don't think it's a
Because
red flag?
some
Okay.
because some people are shy.
Okay.
Some people have problem expressing verbally, but if you have a problem expressing verbally, legend, then what I do suggest is that the person express it in action. You know what I mean? There's more than one way to express your feelings. You know what I mean? Because some people are shy, or some people been went through things before in their past that makes them more guarded. So any new relationship that comes along, they tend to be more, you know what I mean, protected. But the other person may misinterpret it as a red flag when sometimes it's not. But the person who's setting those signals, you gotta know, if you can't give the verbal, express it verbally, then your action need to say something, because you're gonna have the woman feeling like you're not interested and not wanted, and that's not a good feeling at all.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all look great at this. Y'all look great. Y'all look
May
great
I
at
speak,
this.
may I speak for a little while?
Okay,
May I
Nathan.
speak for a little while?
Hit it. Hit it. Y'all look really great.
It's the opposite. After a while, if you can't profess your love, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't see that I'm down for you. You can acknowledge that or whatever. And like I said, after a while, and it's something that Glenn touched upon, right? Like,
That's
you know
where
what I'm
I'm at with
saying?
it. Yeah.
Sometimes depending on where you come from, that's hard to do, or even open up yourself, right? And I'm even saying Queen Diva is wrong about what she's saying. Yeah, you have to open up eventually. Show some type of interest to stick around. But when you move it to that next level of love, because everybody, as soon as they get with someone, oh, I love you. No, it's levels to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you get into that point of love, that's a whole different level. And that comes with a whole different commitment, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't know about anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you get into that level, that's when things is getting serious. You know, I know a lot of people these days, oh, we get together, we're dating this week, and oh, yeah, let's get married. No, there's steps in between. This is the reason why
Right.
people get
Agreed.
divorced all the
Agreed.
time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So at the end of the
Right.
day, you know, some people can't open to that because they're just making sure everything is safe. So everybody's on a different time frame, but that's when you have a talk. Not sitting there saying, okay, so let me chalk down in my calendar, you know what I'm saying, when you're going to be over what happened with your ex. Like, you know, there's no time date on that. But some people
Right.
need a little bit of time. You don't want to waste your time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like telling, you know what I'm saying, women or people that are not family or friends or whatever, I love them too much. Because after a while, it starts losing its meaning. So if you done
Okay.
told 100
Very
guys or 100 girls you love them, and I'm 101, all right. Let me look at the line behind me.
Okay. Okay.
Very, very well answered, Mr. Legend.
Yes.
Likewise. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Let me ask you, text. Are text red flags? Lack thereof or too many? That could mean good morning text, middle of the day, how you doing text, end of the day, how was your day text, end of the night, good night text.
Wow. Text is tricky. Glenn, you want to start, Glenn? Go ahead, Glenn.
Come on, Glenn. I know you want to say something. Glenn.
Yeah, it's easy for me. It's
You don't
easy for
text.
me. I'm 80 years old. I've never sent one. I've never sent one. Somebody said they sent me one, but I can't find it. I have no idea how to do it. I'm still
Wait.
sending smoke signals. I'm on AOL for crying out loud. What do I know?
So how do you communicate? Oh, okay. So I guess you talk on the phone and you
Talk on the phone and on the internet all the time. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I understand that. I understand.
Okay.
I understand. Okay, what about anybody else with the text? Anybody else can tell me how they work text or how they feel about text?
Don't
You know.
text me.
Okay, so yeah, who's next? Oh yeah,
Go
let me
ahead,
go.
Serge. Go ahead, Serge. I see your hand up.
There you go.
I said, if you can't come over or spend time, I don't want your text. I don't want your video chat. If you can't spend quality time with me, stay home. Go with somebody else. I need somebody here. That's it. If you can't get here, at least I know you long distance or wherever you at, you might be busy, wherever the case. But if you can't spend at least one day a week with me, I don't need you. Goodbye. The hell with your text. The hell with your sexy pictures. The hell with the video chat.
Okay, I got one for you because I know guys do that a lot. So here we go. Why you can't come to her? You want to see her, Brooklyn all day. Why you can't come to see her? What make you too good that you can't go see her?
Let me answer that.
What's going on with that?
Okay, so if your family, let's just say your family don't like me, I go see you and your mama say, I don't want that man in my house, but I got my own place.
How you know she don't have a
She
place?
has her own place.
Yes,
Why she got to live with her family?
exactly.
I'm giving a real scenario here.
We are too.
I mean, you talking to real independent women that got.
Oh,
all
why
their
you
own
can't take
stuff.
her on a date?
So-
I don't want to come
so-
over and sit on your couch.
Now,
My
answer.
girl ain't independent. My girl don't got it all. My girl ain't from this country, so you know the situation with that. I ain't got to speak on that. But the thing is that she's not dependent. She's not. So the thing is that she rely on her family, but her family don't trust me because it's a race issue. Let's just be real. You
Okay.
feel them? They don't want my black ass with their Spanish daughter. So I'm gonna stick with them anyway.
Sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is. Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta. It's my mission now because it's personal.
Right. Principalities.
Get a chocolate grandbaby. Gonna get one on
I don't like when things become protocol.
What is protocol?
Like it's a requirement that you got to text me every morning or every day. That
Absolutely.
protocol shit
respect
just
that.
makes it like I'm just saying it just because it makes things mundane and it just makes it stale, you know.
I
I
respect
don't give a damn. I honestly don't give a damn about a text every day if it don't mean anything.
that. Okay. What about a call?
Same thing.
Right. So it's just like, okay, if you're interested in me that enough, then we'll go in, and I hope I'm not cutting you off. I don't know if you was finished, doctor. Then okay, we're gonna want to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I enjoy your conversation so much, then we're gonna call.
Yeah.
If we enjoy the text so much, we're gonna text. But like Serge said, and I'm famous for this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
After a while, I don't deal with no ghosts. I ain't Ghostbusters. My name ain't
Yeah.
Egon and nothing like that. So I'm not dealing with no ghosts because that's what it comes after a while. All this text out. Okay, who are you? Who sent you? Like, I don't even know who you are. So at the end of the day, if you're really trying to get a real relationship on, and hey, I'll come out, you come to me, wherever we got to meet. We can meet somewhere together.
So
For-
well, at least you'll
You
come
should be
back.
able to make it happen because, and I'm sorry, just real quick, because I like the situation like what Serge was going through. I know a woman that got her own place and got whatever, but because of the kids and all this, that, whatever, it's an unlimited thing. This is something I went through not too long ago. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's all sorts of different scenarios where women, you can't go over to their place. But if you can't make it to mine, then what are we trying to make? You know what I mean?
Right. That's okay. Yes, I definitely understand that. Okay, we getting somewhere with this. I like these opinions.
I just like the quality of the thing, Don't
Oh, Dr.
you know,
Muhammad. Yes.
yeah. Don't call me for no reason and we ain't really so what you doing text? Come on, man. I'm working. Fuck. Excuse me.
I get that.
I'm working.
I admit
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I got something to say. I got something to say.
I didn't say that, but that
I'm
answer
getting
before,
this money. That's what I'm doing. What you doing?
I got something to say.
You done used that before. I did too. Like, yeah.
I'm
What do you want?
No. Let me explain something to you.
Here we go.
Let's get back to texting. Right? Let's get back to the
All
meat.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Now, everybody say, oh, you don't want to get used to the every morning text. Some people are like that. I have no problem, no qualms with my man texting me every morning and say, "What's up, baby? Good morning. How are you?" Same thing as calling me. That's what I need affection. I need love. I'm putting it out there now to anybody. I need those. But let me explain something. Here's when it becomes a red flag. When you consistently text a person and the person don't answer you, and then when they give you a cockamamie story as to why they didn't text you back, and when it happens more than a couple of times, the red flag starts waving. So that's what the question is leading to. It's a red flag when you're not getting respond to that text. Okay, it's not a red flag when you get text every single morning. No. It becomes a red flag when I'm texting you, "What's up? How you doing?" And I'm not saying it's like, I'm not saying you can't answer the text right away. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when it gets ignored for a long period of time, and then you come and tell me, oh, some crazy story, I'm not even trying to hear you. That's like you trying to tell me straight up. You don't want to be bothered. That's straight.
Okay, yeah, that's straight. Yeah.
Straight. Period. Period.
I wanted to, I
Did you
wanted,
see
can
all
I
the
ask,
for the men?
can I ask you
I
guys?
know, because the men's faces are amazing. They didn't like that.
I laughed so hard it knocked me off the Zoom. I just laughed.
Right, I kind of was like, what? Excuse me?
Tell them
I'm
what.
grown.
Can I
Last
ask
time
you?
I thought.
Can I ask you folks something about texting, just to see how far off I might be in the world? I
Oh.
every time I ever went any place like a bar for karaoke, there'd be a bunch of folks texting. They'd come in and driven into town, and they sat down, 3 or 4 of them, and they never said a word to each other for an hour and a half. They just kept texting. And I'm wondering, why are they spending all the time texting somebody who was too lazy to come there, while the people who did come there aren't being talked to? I just, it seems like texting has kind of changed us in a way, in that now we are more focused on littler things, like focusing on texting, which means when the waitress comes and asks you, "Do you want a drink?" you didn't hear her because you're so focused on that. But at the same time, I think it's taking away from our social skills.
Yeah, I put my
I
phone
understand
away.
that.
I
I agree
don't
with
I
that,
don't
Pete.
text.
Jay, I agree with
I
that.
don't text. I
I
don't
don't
text when
either.
I'm
So,
with my people.
Yeah,
I
I don't
understand
either.
that. I
Yeah,
understand
I
that.
think
that's just
that shows a sign that somebody's not interested. You're not holding the interest.
yeah, that
So,
yeah,
you
or
see
they're
whatever
part of
going
that.
on, right? Then that's one
Okay.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But if you're sitting up there and I'm constantly texting and I can't, what'd you say? Oh, what'd you say? Where was you at? What'd you say?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a sign.
that's not right. That's not right.
Yeah, that's a
But
sign.
let's say like we're in a pandemic. Let's be realistic. We're in a pandemic, right? So all of us, some of us can't get to each other like we would want to, regardless of the shutdowns and things going on. Some of us like to like me myself with my job. I could only text you. I couldn't pick up the phone and call you. So I may text you, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning, King. How was your day?" Things like that. I'm more of a texter than a talker. But I think if you're going to do that, you need to let the person know, this is how I am. This is how I have to communicate with you. Things like that. I think maybe that's not how they meant it here, from what I picked up. But I think that's what I do personally. But I understand what y'all saying when it's too much texting and stuff like that. But let's say it starts out like that and then it's an absence of it, or it's too much. So, but you guys are answering it, so it came out good.
yeah.
You did answer it.
I see J Fab got a question.
JJ.
Oh yes, it's not a question. It's texting to me. It's cool to text, like you said. If you're on a job, you text. But my thing is texting, like Glenn says, it takes away texting all the time. It's like you can't talk to me or verbally communicate with me without texting. Texting is, I don't want to text all the time because I'm a person who is very well versed. I know how to speak, and I don't want to be, when I'm talking to you and I'm texting you, it's going to be a whole paragraph, a sheet.
Oh.
So my thing is like, why do that? Texting was supposed to be, "Hey, how you doing? I'm running late. I'll call you back."
Quick.
Now texting is, everybody is having conversations. So to me, people are losing their verbal skills and how to communicate, how to look somebody in the eye, or even talk to them on the phone. They don't know how to do it. Some people have lost that. So when you lose all of that, then it also makes it harder it makes a lot of red flags, because sometimes people don't know how to communicate. You text something and you read into that text.
Right.
You're sitting, he said this and that, but what did he mean by that? So now you're making all different kind of scenarios for what that text meant. And then that person will say, well, that's not what I meant. Right. Because he texted instead of you and that person speaking to one another. So the red flag to me in texting is when it is too much. It becomes too much texting.
Example, I agree.
Okay, good.
If you on a date, if you out with your date, you mind, Jay? You mind if I finish this comment? If you out on a date and your date is in that phone more than they're in you, that's a red flag. They just
absolutely.
It's a big red flag.
Absolutely.
I saw it recently where there was two people. The two of them was in this restaurant, and the two of them was sitting there, and there was no communication amongst them. They had more communication with the phone. Both of them was like this the whole time. And I'm sitting there watching them and said, they're not into each other.
No, they're definitely not.
There's no way that both you should be. And it wasn't just a few seconds of just click, click, click. It was just the whole time. It was like this.
Well, that's even like going out to a club. Have you been to the clubs? And a club, you go in there to party, to dance, to drink, to have a good time. And there's nobody dancing, and they're in the club, and they're on their cell phones. Texting everything, whether they're scrolling social media or whatever, and nobody's dancing, nobody's talking to one another. It's just texting gives a lot of red flags for a lot of different things. Texting.
Okay. Good
and
question.
I understand I understand that. I was talking about just the little texts though, the good morning text, because I know a lot of women look for that good morning text every morning, and when they don't see it, or even sometimes the good night
that's
text,
if you started out that way.
Today. Like but what? That's true. That's true.
If you start however you start your relationship, or speaking to that person, that's how it continues. If I started out with my man texting me,
absolutely.
If I started out with my man texting me, he's gonna continue to text me. If we talk, if he texts me and mixes it up with a phone call here and there, when he's at his job, like he's at work right now, he texts me sometimes. Sometimes he'll get a quick thing and he'll call me, but it's a balance. That's the thing. It's got to be a balance. But there are some relationships that I hear women say, that's all they get from their men is a text, a text.
Oh, no.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Oh, no. I don't want that either. I don't want
that.
You're right. It's a balance.
I agree with that.
It's a balance. But anybody who wants to take me,
I know Tasha had a hand up.
May I for a minute?
I need the good morning text. I need that.
May I for a minute?
Wait. Let Tasha speak, Glenn. She had a hand up for a little while.
Okay.
Tasha.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
No. Like, so on the whole texting thing I raised my hand because I wanted to play off of what JJ was saying. When you're texting, like say you're texting and you're in a disagreement. So this person they're wanting to text it out instead of talk it out, and you're in the same place. Why are you texting me when you can just talk to me? Because I don't feel like you're not gonna understand what I'm actually trying to say if I'm trying to put it in a text. You cannot convey my point I'm trying to get across if you're reading it in a text message. It's not gonna be. There's gonna be a way that you're gonna take it that's not gonna be the way I meant it. That's just inevitable.
Can I say something? It's a red flag. He just don't want to talk to you.
It's
a red flag. It's a red flag. You know what I'm saying?
Or he it's not that he doesn't want to talk to you.
It could be.
It's that he doesn't know how to verbally
could be.
communicate his
It
action.
could be.
Nah,
No,
but,
yeah, you're right.
but to confirm with, I'm sorry, who was just talking, right. There's some conversations and things that can't go through text because the way it'll come out in text, you can interpret it wrong. And I'm a very big like offender of that. Like, all right, let me call you because the way you text it right now, I'm getting an attitude about it. So, yep, that's what it's time to pick up that phone and have that convo.
Right.
But then, with the way it comes back to the text messaging, some people, that's the only way they can communicate because that's how they're trained now, to communicate through text. It's hard for some people now to be able to verbally communicate and stand in front of somebody and say things for some people.
Absolutely.
Well, for me, that might be for some people, but for me, that just ain't gonna work for me. At some point, we are gonna have to verbally talk to each other. Yeah, we are gonna have to talk because
absolutely,
I'm not gonna keep repeating myself in the text message, trying to get the same point across when you can just talk to me and I can explain it to you.
And
or
also,
vice versa. I'm not gonna keep trying to decipher your message.
Wait,
you
guys,
know.
Remember to raise your hand.
The raise hand feature, guys.
Prior.
Okay.
Sandra just came in. Sandra, use the raise your hand feature, so we know you have a question.
I don't have that on mine, so I'm actually raising my hand.
Okay. We're gonna let Tasha finish, and then we got you, Sandra.
Okay.
I was just gonna say if it also is vice versa. Like if that other person, I don't want to be sitting there trying to decipher what you're saying because I'm not understanding what you're putting in this text message when you could just tell me.
Right. Okay. I understand.
I don't want to have to play Inspector Gadget trying to figure out text messages.
Right. I get it. I understand it. Okay. All right. Y'all making good points.
Communication is a big thing for me.
Females
it's hard.
Wait, Serge. Wait, Sandra, speak first. I got you right
after. And I agree with Tasha, and I agree with somebody else who said text messaging can be misconstrued. You know, perception is one's own reality. So what you might be saying as, hey, why didn't you call me? The person might interpret, hey, why didn't you call me? You know, and so, and then that might, especially if they're already arguing and if there's already bad vibes going on, you know, it would be received that way where one person may really be trying to say, hey, I want to talk to you. And the other person is like already heated. So text messaging, I'm old school. I can get with the text messages like, hey, we need to talk, or hey, can we talk, or something to that effect if we were arguing. But I don't want to talk via text. I need to hear your voice. I need to see your face if possible, to be in the same place. So, because body language tells a lot also.
Right. Very true.
You know.
Very true. That makes sense. Okay. Thank you, Sandra. That does make sense. Definitely. Serge, I know you got your hand. Oh, it's a couple of hands up. Okay, Serge.
Oh yeah.
How come I can't put my hand up?
I'm sorry, Serge. As you guys answer the question, make sure you lower your raise hand. Once you know.
Yes, it's in the participant section if you're on your laptop.
Oh.
You can see the little raise hand. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead, Serge.
Oh, so what I was saying is that, you know, with the text, sometimes the text is real necessary, because sometimes a lot of you females, when y'all get emotional, y'all don't know how to convey what y'all talk. So it comes out like blah, 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 blah. And then right here it gets a headache. You see what I'm saying? And then my thoughts start building up with anger. You understand what I'm saying? I want to choke a chick. You understand what I'm saying? I want to choke a chick because you don't know how to. It's like, la, 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 la. I can't take that. So it's better to just text. I ain't got to hear all that, because y'all don't know how to talk normal. Y'all want to talk at people and y'all talk with your emotions. And a lot of men ain't ready to deal with that psychologically. You understand what I'm saying? For real.
But what are you doing right now?
What am I doing right now? I'm venting. Right now. No. Listen.
All right. We getting healing tonight. You can vent. But you are wrong with a woman that speaks Spanish, right? So is that why it sounds like that to you?
Oh, no. We good on the communication level. You feel what I'm saying?
Do black women sound like that to you guys?
Huh?
Do black women it sound like that to you guys? Because I'm starting to look at the faces.
Because she don't talk aggressive to me. She's never talked aggressive to me.
Oh, she's submissive.
She caught me in bed with another woman. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, you wouldn't have been living.
Okay, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Dilly departed.
Whole nother topic.
I got a slap to the face. You understand what I'm saying? But she never yelled at me.
That's it. I'd have slapped you.
And that's her
That's
personality. That's her. Because any woman, regardless of what color she is, if they caught you in bed, that's just her. And I think it has something to do with what Queen Diva said, that she's like a submissive type. But I don't know too many women, and I don't care what color they are, that's going to catch you in bed and not raise their voice and raise their hand or their gun or something to you.
You see that? That's why I mess with.
Catch you in bed, you will be
Oh,
dead.
that's why. That's why.
Yeah, who said that?
That's why I don't mess with black women.
Who said that? Catch you in bed, you be dead.
Serge,
Me.
That's on point. Spot on.
Serge, let's say that those roles were reversed and you
Flip
caught
the
her in
script.
bed.
Yeah. It wouldn't be that way though. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't happen that way. So the thing is,
No,
you
wait.
don't know that.
Wait, elaborate. Flip the
What would you
script?
do?
How would you do? What would you do?
What would you
flip
do?
the script. Well, the guy would have to. Let's just say he would have to go through me. So, and that's fine.
Notice how he's trying to skip over that, right?
What about her? Because you said black women.
No. Well, you see. No. We deal with her later. You see what I'm saying?
No. We talk about her now.
No, I'm saying we deal with the man first, and then we deal with the woman afterwards. So since she's for everybody, since she'll be for everybody.
Oh, that's for everybody.
Since she's for everybody.
I love Serge. Yo, Serge. So why you not for everybody?
I could be. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm a loyal dog. That's what I am. I'm a loyal dog. I'm loyal till you starve me.
So she can't be a dog either? She can't be a dog?
No, she can't be a dog.
This is going to be our next show. I see what it's going to be.
He's definitely going to cheat and get you
We
back.
definitely need that for our next show. Definitely.
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Master key
Everyone.
may open many locks, right? A master key may open many locks, but if any key can open any lock, it's just a shitty lock. That's it.
No, Serge.
She's going to get you back.
We got it. I love you, Serge. Like.
There's no getting me back. There's no getting me back. Seriously, there's none.
Put your phone on. I have a question for Serge.
Go ahead, Saja.
Serge, so wait a minute. You said that you would deal with your lady later and you deal with the man at the moment. So what? Right. So deal with him how? Because suppose she told him. No. Listen. Deal with him how? I'm asking because suppose.
That's it.
Suppose.
We'll play a game of spades. We'll play Call of Duty together, okay? And
Hold on. Listen. Suppose she told him, "I'm single. This is my place, and I'm by myself." And suppose that's what he thought. And you roll up in there ready to attack him, but and it's the same way for women. Women go after the other woman, and you're like, he told me that he was single and he didn't have nobody. I didn't know you had 10 kids and y'all been married for 40 years.
And you know what? And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So in that situation, had the brother did not know, I'd give him a pass. And I'll ask him how
what you gonna do? Ask him before you kill him?
Right. That's what I'm trying to get at. He said, "I'm gonna take you to the man."
Ask him first. Did you know about me?
She's sucking for you like she's sucking for me? She like that? And
now, ladies, let me ask y'all a question. Now, I'm pretty sure that if Serge was to get to that point, there was some red flags or signs that you saw in him that he was, when you said a loyal dog. What were those signs? Can somebody tell me? Because I can hear a couple of them as he talks. So can somebody give me some red flags? Because he's saying them as he talks. So we trying to see if the women are listening. And now Serge is my brother, so I have all the love in the world for him. Just like Ledge is my brother. You know what I'm saying? D is close to me. You know what I'm saying? So what's these red flags? Because I hear them. And they can never do wrong in my eyes. But what is
I hear him,
The
but
red flag. Come on, ladies, because it's gonna help
Red
us out.
flag
What's
is
the
he's
red flag?
crazy. That's the red flag.
What's messing them up is that I'm honest. I'm an honest. I ain't lying about nothing.
no. One of the red flags.
Liars. I'm telling y'all, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You fuck over me, I'm gonna cheat on your ass. It's simple as that. Be on your P's and Q's.
So okay.
One of the red flags is he.
So why not then? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss.
Go ahead, Sandra. We gonna get to every woman up here.
One of the red flags that I'm hearing, when the first thing that made my eyes open up was him, like, you know, the women that they be going like this and they all emotional and they all this. That means that he's not a good listener. And he doesn't have that kind of patience. And when it comes to a couple, and let me finish, Serge. When it comes to a couple, it's never 50-50 at the same time, but you got to give a little and and take a little when you can. So you have to learn how to listen to your woman just like she has to learn how to listen to you. And then another one was, oh, well, the girl I'm with now, she caught me in the bed with somebody, but she didn't say anything. So at that moment, I got slapped in the face maybe later, but he needs the type of woman that's going to take his shit and accept the stuff that he dishes out, which most of the women that I know and that I roll with would not take that. It wouldn't be acceptable. So he wants somebody that he can control, basically.
Yeah.
And it has to go both ways.
Listen,
I got a question.
Listen.
I got a question.
He didn't even listen to begin with. So that was a red flag right there.
I got a question. Sir, if she caught you in the bed with someone else, you decided to step out. Why not open yourself up to
You didn't step out. You didn't step out. You in the bed with somebody else.
Well, the thing was, I lived in a hotel
all the way out.
Company. Where else she was gonna be at?
Wait, what?
What?
I said at the time I lived in a hotel. So where else would she be at?
in her own room?
What? Sorry.
If I had company.
No.
Okay. If I said, Jay, come chill with me for a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Now, me and Jay will never fuck. You understand what I'm saying?
Never. That's my brother for life.
Like that. She's attractive, but I'm not attracted to her.
Okay.
You understand? Like my sister. So
too strong, too black.
Right, Destiny. You would never. That would never happen.
I would have
like
slapped Serge with a brick. It would have been a brick. Serge wouldn't have made it out that situation. But I'm a different type of woman, and Serge, you know that. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't happen. But I get what he's saying.
I get it too.
I get it. You don't respect your woman. You don't respect her.
No.
That's a red flag.
Y'all just know my dirt, but y'all don't know the whole story, and I ain't got time to tell the whole story.
We go on to what you shared with us.
No, next week, Serge, you gonna hear that story.
But I don't mind telling my dirt. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna air her out like that because, you know what I'm saying, she ain't here to defend herself. So I ain't gonna air her out. I'm gonna air my shit out. You feel what I'm saying? She caught me in bed with another woman. I ain't gonna tell y'all what led to that. You understand what I'm saying? But again, I'm a loyal dog. I just told y'all that. You understand what I'm saying?
That's another red flag. When a man tell you you're a loyal dog, that's a red flag. So listen up, because we know men like that.
Listen what I'm saying. I know what it takes to get some pussy. I know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Whether I got to spit some game or pay $40, I know what it takes to get the pussy. It don't matter. I can get it any way.
I don't know if you can say that, Serge. I don't know if you can say that word. I ain't
You already did. You said it twice.
I mean, but real is real. Real is real.
I know, I'm a hunter. I know what it takes to get it. I'm gonna get it any means. I ain't never got to rape nobody. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm the master of all lords.
Okay, now you bring up. Now y'all heard that too, right? Y'all hear what he's saying? Like you get what I'm saying?
Nah, but
I know my brother real well, but y'all hear what he's saying?
Title. What are you?
The master of all lords.
He's telling you who he is. A lot of women don't listen.
Nah, you cut him off. Let that man present his title one more time. Go ahead, Serge. What are you?
Oh my God.
No, stop cutting him.
Oh God.
Go ahead, Serge.
Thank you.
The master of all lords. Yeah.
There you go.
The master of all what?
Lure, I'll lure you. Come here, like this.
So what type of women do you need, Serge? What type of woman would best
It
fit?
sounds like he needs to be with a woman that is okay with having an open relationship because
Let him answer though. I want to hear what he's gonna say.
Okay, to be honest, I want 2 women. That's it. I just want 2 women who know their damn place. That's it. They know that I'm the man. They are the women. They are not beneath me, but they are beside me. They are my support, and I am their support. And that's it. We would never look outside each other, but women are so damn selfish.
Tasha, you're right. Tasha, you're right.
No, they're not. Now let me tell you why. Because you have some women that can deal with that. Like I am a woman that can deal with that. But guess what? If you got yours on the side, I need mine too. Now
exactly.
On the side. I don't have anything on the side. 1, 2, 3. That's it. We in the same house.
First you said 2 and now you said 3.
Now it's 3.
I want to be at the other house. You know what I'm saying? When I get tired of you, I need to be able to go over there. Can we do that? And we can't do that, then no. That's not going to work. You can't have your cake.
You can't have it both
I get the same penis? No, we're not doing that. That's not going to work for me.
And the reason there are cultures that do that. I lived when my ex's roommate was Muslim, and in their faith they can have more than one wife, but I believe it. I see somebody. I see such. There you go. And see, but they're supposed to be able to provide separate homes for those women, because this dude could not provide separate homes. He had both of them in the same house, and if I tell you the cat fights that happened and the fights, crazy.
Cat fights, because there will be understanding. You see, when you have a team, you have to have daily coaching.
Well, they didn't have
every team is going to get along all the time, but if you have a good coach, you bring everybody together.
But you
why we are here. We ain't here for you get more dick than you get more. I don't give a damn about sex. Let's get this money.
Look at all the women face, because you losing them.
And he losing some of the dudes too.
I lose everybody. I'm telling the truth.
You telling your truth.
He keeping it real.
You're telling your truth. You can't have your
But
you can't have your
This is the red flags we talking about though. So he is helping us.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. That is a double standard. You can't expect a woman to be okay with you having another woman and then her not be able to do nothing. That's just not right.
Why are you worried about what I'm putting in my mouth? You see what I'm saying?
About what she putting in.
You shouldn't worry about that.
Why are you worried about what then you cannot be concerned with what she's got going on the side?
It's you, her, and me in the house. There's nobody on the side. What are you talking about?
So she can't have a boyfriend number 2?
No, it's 1 king per castle. What part of Cheshire?
But that's in the house. Boyfriend number 2 ain't in the house.
That's how the game goes. That man never told a lie about it. I don't know much about castle.
That's it.
And it's only 1 queen on the chess.
How many other men are with this?
1 queen and 1 king.
In chess, you have as many queens as you can get pawns across that board. Don't play
with the pawns. You play with
how many? Come on, Diva, don't be quiet. How many guys are with this? How many other guys? Hold on, sir. How many other guys are with this? Do y'all have anything to say? Him, Legend, Just D, Dr. Muhammad, Glenn. Let's talk.
I'm literally just getting in the room, so I'm trying to kind of catch up, but I'm not sure exactly what he's speaking in regards to, so I can't.
Are you into like polyamorous? I think it's called, like relationships or anything. Can you?
I mean, you can be into it, but everybody has to have the clear understanding in regards to what you're doing.
I had a couple of things.
Okay. All right, I get that.
I think if he could handle it, me per se, nah, because I don't want all them personalities in my house.
Okay. I respect all of that.
I understand exactly what Serge is saying.
I understand it too. I think it's a little selfish, but I understand it too.
I don't think it's necessarily selfish. I just think more so, as long as if you've agreed to put yourself in that situation, you shouldn't be upset that now you're there and you're like, oh wow, this is what it is. I mean, that's what I think. I think that's where he kind of, you know what I mean. It's a point of more so. If you've agreed to put yourself in this situation, there shouldn't be no question that insecurity that came up, that should have been addressed at the door. That should have been checked at the door. And, you know what I mean? But like you said, every woman wants the thing that a man has. So, I mean, you haven't found those two people to kind of like fall into that line. You can't expect them to do so.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of want to play devil's advocate with that because let's say she does agree, right? And then later on, you find out that she has somebody or more than one person on the side. Can you really be mad at her?
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
though?
You ready? All right. Let's take it from another perspective, right? When you
What's
sign
the
that
red flag
contract.
in that? Okay.
No. All right. But if you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
it's your words. Your word is your bond, no matter what, right? Male,
Right.
female, anything else. So when
Okay.
you take on your job and you say, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and as soon as you don't fill that quota and they want to fire you, you're mad because why?
But she's filling the quota.
No. You're not.
She is.
Oh, she didn't keep her
How so?
word.
He's saying
She did keep her
she
word,
didn't keep she
No.
didn't
But
keep
what
her
I'm
word
saying
because
is you
she
agreed with what you walked into.
and she
Now
did
you're
it.
going out and you're expressing and you're feeling yourself in another way because he's doing it. So why can't I do it? But why would you do it? Why didn't you see? My thing is, if you didn't walk into the situation with that aspect, why is it now you're feeling the kind of way? Why feel the
But
kind
why
of way
does she
after
have to
you've been
feel
there?
some type of way though? Why couldn't she just go out and find somebody else
I
like
mean,
she
so
did?
why wasn't that introduced at the door? That's the question.
But why would she need to introduce that? Like,
No. Now the question is, I hear what you're saying, but why have
Comment.
you not introduced that from the door? Because he did. Why didn't he? I mean, because if that was the case, he would have had you two at home, and then, like you guys say, or you women say, we tend to go out and explore. He would have had 15 more out in the midst of the scuffle, right?
well,
He
that's what
would
he
have just
said. He said
kept
they
it.
would be at the house. He said the two women would be at the
Right,
house
but he also said he's staying in the house with those two
with the two
individuals that he
women.
agreed to. Right,
Right.
there's no outside. So what
For
he's
him.
saying is they didn't
For
bring
him.
anybody. They didn't bring anybody else into the picture. If I
But
knew
he
that's who you
did.
had, I can't be mad at you.
I see.
Like, I mean, listen, if you're
I'm
gonna
a
do
little
you,
funny on this.
sweetheart, I mean, do you. But you at least bring it to the forefront. Now he's saying I brought my shit to my shit is here. I'm on the table now. Boom. Now you're bringing in something extra that I knew nothing about. Why wouldn't I feel the kind of way?
Is she bringing it to the house though? No. You get what I'm saying?
Why not?
That's the
But
red
why
flag.
not?
That's
But
the
no.
that's
But see, but no. Why is that a red flag? I get what you're saying in the thought
right.
process of a red flag.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, she already stepped out of the agreement once you didn't put all of your business to the forefront. That's just basically saying I can be. It can be a one on one. But because you didn't tell me you're cheating, I'm supposed
Destiny,
to now what?
Destiny, what you saying is deceptive. That's deception.
Why is it
That's a big form of deception.
Yeah,
so
Because
it's
I
not
don't know that you out
okay,
there
so
fucking another nigga.
now it's a red flag in it.
And
I'm
that's
trying
the
to
red
get
flag.
y'all to get to the red flag because y'all gotta
Where's the red flag?
find
No.
the red
I see.
flag.
We can't get to it, so now I might need you to tell me what's the red flag. Where is it?
Dr. Muhammad about to get to it right now. Dr. Muhammad, what's the red flag? Because I
the
think he's
red
about to get to
flag,
it right now.
the red flag in itself is just the deception there. Like if you came into the relationship with different intentions, knowing you ain't agreed, you deceive not only yourself, but you deceive everybody involved.
Exactly.
Red flag.
Exactly.
Now that's a red flag, but I'm trying to get y'all to get to it. But y'all got to it, which was good. That's what we want. So you see how there can be red flags in the simplest things, even with the contract thing. That was simple.
Jay, how come you can't take no responsibility for being deceptive? I haven't
I
heard
did
you
notice that. I noticed that as well. Sure did.
skip the subject.
Well, I
Right.
see because you didn't listen to me. You didn't listen. What was the first thing I said when you said about the two women? I said it's selfish for you to have one and I can't have one. Now you didn't listen. You still brought the girl in the house. You still did all that. You can't really be mad at me because I said
You was being deceptive. I already owned up to everything I am.
but I said that it wasn't going to be
Say,
just
I am
us
deceptive.
three. You
Wait,
know,
y'all
that's
talking about
a form of
wait,
not
y'all
listening. Another red flag.
I'm lost in the comments. I'm sorry, I'm moving groceries. So you said if there's two women, the guy and the girl can't share the third woman? Oh nah, we all share it together.
Wait,
You know
what?
what I'm saying?
No, legend.
Sorry. What are y'all talking about?
It's a one man and he has two women, which is like a polyamorous relationship, right? So when he said that, the first thing I said, I'm trying to show y'all the red flags and stuff. So the first thing I said was, "Oh, that's selfish. I would have my man on the side. You just ain't gonna have one. I'm not gonna have one." Now he didn't listen. He didn't listen because he
Oh
don't
nah.
respect women. So he didn't listen. So now he get a chick like me, and I got my dude or dudes on the side, and now you mad because I didn't bring him to the house because it wasn't for you to know because you didn't agree to that, but I did. You get what I'm saying? That's another red flag. But I told you
Well,
he don't
dude,
listen. But he didn't listen. This is what I'm talking about.
Serge, he's talking to you. I don't know how to back you up on this one. You got it, bro.
It's examples. It's examples of what we talking about. So it sounds like we got off the subject, but you see how I'm bringing it right back. This is examples of red flags that people ignore, and then you
nah,
hurt
I'm
at the
just
end.
saying, it's just the whole deception. Just be upfront. I'm be like, yo, if I holler at you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I got another shorty, woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? We trying to team build, blah, 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 whatever the game is at the time. You feel what I'm saying? And you agree to it, and you don't tell me, well, hey, well, listen, I'm just want to let you know, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with so and so and dude. Now, I would know then, I don't think I want you part of the team like that. But don't
But I told you,
and then I find out
you
you
didn't
sneak
listen.
X, Y, Z, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, did y'all not hear when he said that? What I said? Cause he don't listen. And a lot of men don't listen. Just like when I tell a dude, oh, I miss you. I wish I could. He don't listen. You know what I'm saying? So then when a woman withdraws or a man withdraws, this is stuff that I'm still going to bring up. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? But you got to listen to what a person is telling you. A lot of people don't listen. And then they get their feelings hurt later. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, Glenn.
Okay, I was making some notes. One of the things that I thought might be interesting about the last discussion is this. Look, doesn't matter how many people, if they all agree to do what they're going to do with their sexual perversion, that's fine. Nobody has, but you see, each one of them has made a judgment about the others and the safety. Now, so in my mind, that's sort of a verbal type of contract that they all have that they're going to stick within this group. Now, let's say one doesn't stick within the group. What has that person done? That person has risked putting the entire group into some kind of maybe sexually transmitted disease.
Amen.
No,
Amen.
because
Oh, yeah,
sexually
wait, no.
transmitted diseases.
The moment
Yeah.
somebody leaves that group, the
Again,
moment
sir.
someone leaves that group temporarily, they bring in a whole different part of society back into the group, and that is not a good idea. And in that regard, they're not keeping their word. The other
Well,
thing,
that's deception, but y'all
are,
are taking it too
Yeah.
literally. Y'all taking
Yeah,
what
but
I'm saying way too literally. I'm
oh,
giving y'all scenarios. Y'all going all off into AIDS, and we're not talking about that.
That's the reality.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm
no,
saying?
reality.
but that's the reason you give your word, because you say, I'm with you and you only. And now if you go somewhere else, there are prices and repercussions, and some of them could be health wise.
All right, Glenn.
Right.
So you on that side. All right. So I get it. All right. So I
Now,
get it.
here a
I was
couple
going
other
over
less argumentative things.
there. Okay.
Text messages back and forth. The moment it becomes a job for one of them to answer or send it, that's too many. The moment it becomes a job, oh, I got to send that. Oh, here it is. When it becomes that, that's too many, and that would depend on the people. When somebody was talking about how in a text you could take the same terms and get different things out of them, take
Right.
something like, yeah, I love you. Take something like that. It could
Right.
be, yeah, I love you. Or it could be, yeah, I love you. It could be either thing with the same words. And when you write it, you can't be sure. One last thing. In,
Okay.
in Japan, by the year 2050, they will have lost 40 million people from their population. And the reason is that the young kids are not marrying and have children. And one of the things that they believe is causing that is Twixing and video games, to a point where the government is actually now sponsoring dating parties for bachelors and bachelorettes so they can get together and maybe have some children. That's how much Twixing and video has affected their society.
Well, they can just invite me over there. I'll repopulate them for free.
Oh, but I think it's creeping in on ours too, is my problem.
Okay. So the Texan was I got a lot from the Texan, which is very good. Let's see. It was some more things that came up. Y'all totally took me. That was good though. Very good. Diva, would you have any scenarios? Because I don't. I had a lot. But would you have any scenarios you might wanna Ask
you
me,
did a great
or any
job.
other
You did a
ladies.
great job with that. Keep on going. As long as you stay within, sometimes it's okay to go a little bit off, but this group here, when they go off the topic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's up to us to bring it back. So y'all saw what I was doing. I was bringing it right back because I could see all the red flags. A lot of men don't listen was the number one red flag.
You was trying to add red flag when there was none.
No. See, that's why women get their feelings hurt. That's exactly why y'all get your feelings hurt. Because that first red flag was when he said, y'all talk, yada, 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 he not listening. He telling you
no, there was some red flags.
He's telling you he don't respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a red flag.
You're going to be under him for life. It was a lot of red flags. I just brought it to the light.
You got to remember, some people are more interested in winning the argument than being right. But sometimes it's more important to win the argument than to really,
You have to listen to what a person is saying. You have to listen. A person could tell you that they're going to kill you in 2 days. And because you don't respect women, you're not listening, you don't make it. The next 2 days, you gone. Because you ain't
that happens a lot.
It happens.
What's my ass out of town? That's where I'm going.
That Glenn made a great point. Glenn made a great point. He's right. Some people just want to win the argument. It's like, I'm right. I don't care what you say. I'm right. Yes. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to cave in. I am he-man. I'm man, and I'm right.
You see two people get into an argument about who's fatter. I'm fatter than you. No, you're. And then after a while, you think, why would you want to win that argument?
Again, sometimes it's just, you're in it to win it because it's the principality of the things. You understand what I'm saying?
Principalities.
It's the principality.
Yeah, Serge is one of those dudes that you want to slap on the back of his neck. I'm sorry.
You understand? Because sometimes the arguments don't be about nothing. But now I'm in it to win it because you already got me invested into it now. So now
why is it important to win it?
That's a red flag.
Once you got me invested and you got me to argue and my blood pressure has raised, I got to get something out of you now.
No, but don't let it get you that far, Serge. Don't let it get you that far. Listen to their side. Maybe you'll learn something. They'll listen to your side. You'll learn something. Everything will work out. It doesn't have to get to be an argument.
I don't have a few. I'm an instant detonator. You understand?
I used to be that way. I know what you're fighting, man.
Give up with him. He's beyond medication. He's beyond everything.
No, I know how you can ramp up. I used to be just like that for years. Suddenly, and then you ramp up and you're angry right away, and it surprises yourself even.
Yeah, you go from 0 to 100 like that. It took me years to learn how to control my impulse and my temper like that.
Yeah,
I know where he's just tired of the shit.
Serge is exactly how Serge want to be. He's not trying to control nothing. Serge ain't trying to change nothing.
He's just tired of the shit.
But he keeps it real.
Nobody in the hospital in 8 years or 10, something like that. But whatever. Look, okay?
Let me ask you something else. What about if you don't know any of their real friends? Now, I'm not talking about, they're like friends they knew for years. Like, they're real friends. You don't know any of their friends. Is that a red flag?
No.
I think so.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 No.
Okay,
the only reason why I say so.
We can all have opinion. Who's first?
The only reason.
Okay.
The only reason why I say no is just because some people have past that they don't necessarily revisit, and so you can't necessarily always. And I know you gave me that look. Listen, there's some people that don't want to connect with their past. In all honesty, where they grew up. You know what I mean? No, but when you say real friends, people that they know, some people don't necessarily have real friends, because now when you get into your work environment and you grow up, you don't consider them friends. You just call them workmates, right? So now your real friends are the people that you interact with on a constant basis.
That's what I'm talking about. The people that you're with, homeboys.
Right, and some people don't necessarily literally. I've been having conversations, with a lot of different people, especially now during this COVID time. People are losing friends or they're seeing the value in the friends that they thought they had. I'll say it like that.
Right.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So now they're realizing that they didn't really have friends. So now they're like, oh shit, this is something different. So now they're like, okay, I don't actually have real friends. So now when they're relaying it to me, they're like, okay, you're my only real friend. But in all reality, nigga, you tiring me out. You get what I'm saying? So I need you to get some more friends too. But the problem is that everybody is not on that level anymore. Is I mean, within relationship and anything else for that matter. So like I kind of understand what Serge is saying because it's just, but that's the scenario. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, I came in on the end result of it, so I gave you a scenario which I was saying. But in his regard, it kind of makes sense if I introduce it to you and you still ride with it. You get what I'm saying? To something different compared to what I was saying.
Wait. Let me reiterate the question. The friends that she's referring to is boys that you be hanging out in the weekend study. That you go see them, you call each other.
Yes.
The current homeboys. That's the scenario she's giving you. If you have these homeboys that you go out with, you party with, you drink with, but you can date this woman for a while, or vice versa, and then you don't introduce them to them. Something don't hit you that something ain't right.
Maybe they're not that important. To be in all honest,
Right. So that
they're
could be the
friends.
red
Like, cause I have a
flag.
lot of associates. I have a lot of associates, and people go, well, how come I've never met them? If I've been with you for a year and my associates live in California, or I mean, my real friends live in California, Atlanta, Florida. They're in different parts of the world, and people are moving. Like I don't see my sisters and brothers for almost. I have 7 of them. I don't see them for almost 2 years at a time. In all honesty, you know what I mean. So how can I expect to really see my friends if I'm doing other things? So now you want to meet them, but I don't see them. So you get what I'm saying? Like there's things that actually do happen. Like you know what I'm saying? I have very close friends. I don't see them often. I see them maybe four times in 10 years. You get what I'm saying? Like,
would you take your
No,
girl with you
that's not
though?
what she's talking about. The guys you go play. She's talking about the
no,
guys
but no.
you
But
go
they
poker
also
and
asked the
billiards
question,
with.
what scenario? Remember, the question was when I started to speak again was because in what scenario, where you wouldn't be able to introduce your friends to your significant other or somebody that you're talking to. And so I'm just giving you scenarios.
So you
The
wouldn't take.
definition of friends that you have is different than hers.
So
No,
you
no,
would.
no.
No,
Yes, it
I don't
is.
think so.
She's talking.
He knows. He's just giving different
No, I'm
scenarios
giving you.
as
I'm
to
giving you. I'm
why
okay. In all honesty, I'm
why the
giving you a
other
realness of me. I
She
have some
used
very
she
close
used
friends
the term
from
she used
4,
the term she
6
used the
to 8.
term she used the term homebody. She's not talking about somebody you only see 3 or 4 times a year here. She's
No,
talking
no,
about
homeboy, you're gonna see them all the time. Why wouldn't
she's
you see
talking
them?
about the
So you
guys
would
that
let
you
her.
hang out with at the billiard parlor or around the corner or whatever else. That's what he's talking about.
Well, most times, see, you gotta understand. But why would you incorporate one with the other unless you had to? That's my only next question. In all honesty,
Wait. So you
with
would let.
everything that I do,
Okay.
if you don't do what I do, I wouldn't incorporate you in it. So me going to the domino table, if you don't know these male friends, why would I bring you around them? To be real, to be honest, why would I introduce you?
To
I'm having
introduce
an issue
them
with
to
that.
the
I
interesting
understand
people
what
you
he's saying.
already know. Why are you afraid to share your friends?
It's not that he's it's
I don't
not that
think
he's afraid to share his
afraid, but
friends.
There's a choice.
He's saying that if these friends that he's hanging with, let's just say it's some friends that he go and shoot pool with all the time. But
Associates. They're
they're
associates. They're
associates, but
nobody important.
that's not your scene. That's not something that you're into. Why would he put you in a situation where you're gonna be uncomfortable?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
But y'all gotta
That's what
listen
he's
to my
saying.
questions. Y'all got
right.
to listen. This is a red flag I'm starting to see on every show. Y'all don't listen to what I'm saying to y'all. And ooh, my voice is real clear. What I'm saying is that these same boys that y'all come around, y'all chill with all the time, or vice versa, women, our homegirls that we with all the time. The minute we can't let we can't introduce our man to them. Like you can't introduce your girlfriend to your boys. Hey, this is my lady. You know what I'm saying? This is my girlfriend. This is you get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you be
I
around
That's
understand what
them,
he's
definite.
saying.
she can't be introduced to them.
All right.
I got my hand up.
Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
Muhammad.
Go ahead,
Yeah, because
Dr. Muhammad.
I can't do it on my thing.
Yeah,
So I'm with Legend if that was him talking because I don't know if y'all know, but I'm a Mason. I deal with a lot of men and we do a lot of different things. I'm not finna bring my girl around the Masons and all we doing is talking Mason stuff. That's not gonna happen. because she doesn't have no interest in that situation. And the fact that I hang around them all the time don't make them my real friends, like Legend was saying. They're not. They're just something I do. It's
All right.
thing.
I got a scenario for you. You live, case in point, you live with me. We live in a house together. You having a Mason party, like I've seen you have a couple of times before. They have to walk through the kitchen. They got to walk past me because you know I'm making the food, right? Now you standing in the kitchen to greet them. You telling me you're not going to introduce me?
No, hell no, that's different. You live there. We at the house. Of course, you the lady of the house. They need to know who you are. I'm talking about people that don't.
But that's your girlfriend.
Absolutely. And that's that red flag that y'all keep skipping. You know what I mean? I got my hand raised. I don't want to interrupt you, Dr. Answer my hand eventually. I got you, bro.
I gotta say something. I gotta say one thing. The problem with the raised hand is that when you guys ask a question, they're not taking them down. So when I'm looking at them, I'm not sure if it's a new raised hand or if it's an old raised hand. You know what I mean? So when you do ask a question, please lower the hands. All right? Okay. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Go ahead, Legend.
I didn't even hear what she just said. Was she talking about me?
No, after you finish the comment, I was take your hand down.
When I'm talking to you, I would say Legend. I know your name very well. Legend.
Oh, okay. No problem. No problem.
Go ahead. What red flag you was talking about? Because I want to know what's because.
Well, Queen Diva, you still have your hand up.
Yeah. I'm the co-host. I could do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Come on, Legend.
What were we just talking about now? Because I got.
You saw a red flag in the fact that they can't introduce their girlfriends to their homeboys.
Right, exactly. So, and this goes on any side. So, ladies, y'all take notes too, right?
Okay. Yes,
so it's one thing when you're dating, you're doing whatever, everything is great, everything's fine, whatever. That's beautiful, right?
Right.
But you keep telling me, oh, I told Kiki and Shaniqua and Brenda, and you know.
You on mute, Legend. Unmute, Legend.
He talking. He talking a
lot
too.
He is going. Legend, unmute.
You're mute.
Are you on mute?
Legend, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Legend.
To a certain.
There you go. Wait, you gotta start over because you muted yourself.
You was muted.
No, I was getting a phone call.
Start over.
We want to hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't know what you're saying. Start again.
Right.
So he was going into.
And this can go outside of even just relationships, as far as like men and women, right?
Right.
If I sit up there and I'm friends with you, I'm close with you.
Okay.
And I tell you, like, this is my nephew sitting right there. You know what I mean? My twin nephew. I'm like, oh yeah, he always asks about you. I be telling him this, that, whatever. You pull up to my place, you see him outside. You're like, oh, is that the nephew? No. Let's get in the car. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a red flag. Just to stick to that point, right?
Right.
Flag, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is this. Yeah, just to make sure I'm sticking on topic, just in case I jump off.
No, you
my
doing
thing
good.
is like this. If you can't see after a while, right?
Okay.
If one person, and trust me, and I'm gonna break it down because that's what sometimes a relationship with somebody else is not for meeting other people. Sometimes the other people is toxic, and that's the reason why they stick to you, right?
Okay.
Because maybe sometimes you might be the only family that person has.
Okay.
What if they're telling, oh yeah, you know what I was telling you at the family reunion? It's like, oh yeah, why ain't Legend come? You know what I'm saying? What happened to Legend? Why ain't he coming? Then Thanksgiving come up. You know what I'm saying? Or a venture in the park. Or there's an issue. I'm telling you the best thing. Like it's an emergency. You're driving. Oh, I got to go to my family's house. And then you go there. You about to jump out. I got you, babe. Oh, no. Stay in the car. Whoa.
Right.
And then emergency going on right. Those type of things, right? Well, you don't want the same people that's supposed to got so much praise. Oh, they say, oh, that Legend's a hell of a guy. We can't wait to meet him. But then when I want to meet him, they can wait. That's a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. That's
thank you. And that's coming from a man.
And not everybody's meant to meet everybody. It depends on the nature of the situation. So if y'all doing your thing right? And maybe y'all just doing y'all. That's fine. When you trying to get on the family, or if you're gonna have that marriage that everybody talks about, the marriage, the big wedding or whatever, then okay, then you need to meet people. You don't want to meet them at the wedding. That's kind of hokey.
Right.
I'm turning off the camera. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Good job. Good job. You know what? Just D, you the only person I haven't heard from. You got any
No, wait.
on this topic? He keep
Destiny.
looking over, but I'm reading his facial expressions.
I know he has a lot of expressions, but
Yeah,
he
he had a lot
hasn't
to
opened
say.
his mouth yet.
That's me. Right.
He like shaking his head, giving the cutoff sign, doing all this stuff,
Yes,
and
he's doing
didn't
a lot.
open his mouth.
I guess he's shy tonight.
I want to hear what he got to say because he
I
has
do
some
too.
interesting reactions.
Hey D, it's time to talk.
That's a red flag right there.
That's a
gentlemen,
red
let me introduce
flag.
y'all.
That is the biggest
My
red flag
co-host,
right there.
my bodyguard,
Right.
and my
Big red
brother.
flag, Jay.
Ladies and
Red
gentlemen,
flag.
You see,
Right.
ladies?
When have
Don't see.
women ever asked you to talk before?
Yes,
Exactly,
he's
bro.
exhibiting
It goes the other
Don't
way,
see,
right?
bro. Don't see, bro. Don't see, bro.
Red
Please don't
flag.
see.
Right?
Now, what you want to say, D?
First of all, good evening, everybody.
What's red flag?
Let me turn my music off. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me hear him. Hold on.
Now,
They got you. Shit.
Flag.
Diva.
He baited you.
because the people
Got
that
you.
know me,
He
they
baited
know I'm about to go in. The people that know me,
yeah.
they know I'm about to go in.
Oh, matter of fact, wait, hold on. Before he go in, if y'all see Just D, y'all see Legend. They are a part of a podcast that we go on every Monday called Extreme True Podcast. So these guys are amazing. They're like the brother to this show.
Thank you.
Can you put the info in the chat?
I definitely will, because I need y'all help on their show. So we're going to need y'all help on their show. So yeah, so come on, D. I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm going to make sure. Come on, D.
All right, now, hey, bro.
Wait.
Hey,
Let
bro.
me sit up.
Wait. Hey, bro. They about to promote us. I need you to represent. Hey,
Represent.
Oh,
You better.
you already know. I got no
Jay, look at my pose.
Yeah, I'm ready. What we doing?
You know I ain't got no
Justin.
I'm ready for this.
Go ahead, D.
So am I.
Justin.
It's your time. It's your time, Justin.
First of all, everybody got their own little points and opinions on everything, on how they saying everything. But first of all, I'm gonna take notes. In which Serge, my boy, I can't agree with you on all the shit you were saying. That's some fucked up shit, bro. I don't know how you still alive after the whole girl caught you back. Second of all, I understand completely on how certain things are, but it's certain red flags, like I don't know who said it, but like some people you don't introduce to. Believe me, I've been in that situation. And Leslie can vouch for me. Some people you don't introduce a family or friends to. Now, throughout my illustrious years as how can I put this? Being a connoisseur of fine things.
What's fine to you, D?
I'm gonna say like this. Yeah, it's a lot of things can be red flag, but there's a lot of things that can also be looked at as a security blanket for certain people on how they do things. So it's like you can't sit there and just judge like everything as a red flag, because it could be their security blanket for the protecting of a person's self. So you have to look at it. You have to have an open mind to it and look at it a totally different way. Me personally, I don't introduce everybody to my friends because I know my friends are going to go the hell off and be like, "Yo, nah, this ain't the one, bro." They'll tell me straight up. And I can give you one person. I've taken advice of one person away, and that's Legend. And every time he told me, it has happened. I would not even be trying, and vice versa. So it's like Destiny said, we're brothers, so we got each other back on the right stuff at the right time. You fucking up, you fucking up. So, but instead of trying to sugarcoat shit with honey and iced tea and shit, you got to sit there and think like, all right, well, the red flags you see, they acting crazy or something. Most of the time, women act crazy. They have a red flag mostly because they care about you. That's it. That's basically
Okay.
it. Boils down
Okay.
to they care about you. And if they care a little bit more than you do, oh well, that's what happens.
Right.
I'll say women are emotional, men are rational.
Oh,
So
I
therefore,
agree with that. I
I like
agree.
that. I
Oh,
like
okay.
that. All
I
right.
agree with that.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
it's not like
Okay.
it's not like it's not like we don't care. It's just that we gonna look. Me personally, I'm gonna look at it from all points of view. You catch me in the bed with another woman, I deserve to get fucked up. Cause I fucked up. I'm being sloppy.
Right.
So, but if the vice versa, if I catch you, my first thoughts as a man is like, all right, I can't blame the dude, but if the dude knew about me, yeah, he catch me.
Then all bets are off.
Right.
I know you. Oh, you know what the vibe is?
I'm like, sir, I let him pass. But when it come down to me and the female, yo, you disrespected me for what?
Right.
So you couldn't again talk or be open with me. I don't need you in my life. That's personally how I'll look at shit.
Okay.
So I mean, like with me, I'll tell you straight the hell up. Look, when we ain't working out, you fix it. We gonna move the hell on.
Okay.
So
So let me ask you something. Cause I don't know if I'm ever gonna get him to talk again. So let me ask you, what are some of your red flags, or some of the red flags that you see and you can't deal with?
I'll take the crazy with the crazy. I'm fucked up. I tell the person in a minute I'm fucked up. If you want to show me you're crazy, I'm gonna show you how crazy I really. I say shit for shock value.
So you good with
So
red flags? Nothing's off limits.
if I see a red flag, I'm gonna see if I could deal with it. If I can't deal with it, I'm gonna say, hey, look, you fucking up. I can't fuck with you.
Okay, well, see, I wish he'd have said that earlier, because he's not just gonna let it go. He's gonna say something if he can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Okay,
bite my
so he hit on a lot of stuff.
You biting your tongue gets you further down the road and you fucked up. Then you have to be married to a person you don't want to be with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. That part. I respect that. All right. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. We're gonna
Not
get
a
y'all
problem.
information in this chat real quick. JJ. JJ said.
Yeah, I agree with what Justine said. I don't think it's a red flag for me personally when it comes to meeting friends, because depending on what you do, what situation you're in, everybody's not your friend, and you don't want everybody around as a man, every man around your girl, especially if you know how your men run. That your man might be looking at your girl or scoping out your girl or whatever, and vice versa with girls.
Right.
I know my friends, I know how they get down.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, so I don't have to bring every one of my girls to meet my man, and if they get it, and if it's a situation that something happens, I put myself in that situation because I knew how my friend gets down. Me and her are friends, okay, and we're cool. But in certain situations, you know how your girls get down. If you're a guy who you run with, all the things that you running and doing, and with girls, all the things that we run and do, we not gonna bring, certain people into certain situations. It's just like having a homeboy or homegirl that's a thief. That's your homegirl. Y'all are ride or die, but she's a thief. You're not gonna bring that thief
to the house.
Around
your house.
I got
a situation. They're not gonna steal from me, but they might steal from my man because they see, that's an easy lick. So certain situations, you're not going to bring that person into your environment. You're not going to do it. You're not going to have that person in your environment. It depends on how you run and who you're running with. Because just because you're my friend, that don't mean, I'm going to make, we're all going to be kumbaya and we're all going to be friends. If I'm going out somewhere and we run into that person, I'll be like, this is so-and-so. this is so and so. I'm out. Peace. And then it'll be like, well, why, blah, blah, blah. Then you explain the situation. But being around friends, especially with men are very protective. And men know they men friends. And men know how males run. And if you're a woman, you know how men run. You walking, you a good looking woman, you walking around they men. And then it might be a type of thing that you do something that you don't even know that you did. And then your man be like, you did this, you did that. That was a red flag for them, but it wasn't a red flag for you because in your mind, you didn't do nothing.
Right. Right.
You know?
I understand. Yes.
That ain't my man.
Can I touch on that a little bit?
That is not my people.
Right.
I've been waiting to say this. I hear you guys, but let me keep it 100, everybody here. If my man has some people, when we talk about friends, I'm talking about people that he rock with and roll with hard. Okay? Because if I'm rocking with these people, they should know my man. Because my man is going to become part of my crew too. So if I don't think they're working enough to meet my man, then why am I calling them my friends? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm going to have a problem if my man is out there with all his boys on a regular basis, almost every weekend, they're going out here hanging, and I don't know none of them, I'm going to have a problem. For me, I'm just saying everybody's different. But
I want to touch on that a little
hell of a flag for me. That's a problem for me, major.
Oh yeah, definitely a fact. You heard me say I smack the shit out of my man. You talking about you looking at my girl? What? You don't do those. I'm sorry, you ain't my people. I don't play those games. That game we ain't playing. That's not a game we play. Like, you know what I mean? Seriously, I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't do that to yours, and I'm not expecting you to do that to mine. I promise.
I had a friend.
I wouldn't want to go out with a girl that guys don't look at.
I know. I agree with you. Listen, I'm not knocking that. I want somebody that has an appeal. You understand?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a respect level too.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And if you can't respect me as who I am, and you calling me friend, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, in all reality, that's a deceptive move. You calling me friend, and in all reality, you looking at my girl and you're plotting, or you're thinking, or you know what I'm saying? No.
I thought you just meant admiring at a distance or something.
No. That's why when everybody kept saying, "Oh, that's a friend," that's not a friend. I don't call that a friend.
I get that.
I don't even think I can keep you at a distance. We can't even interact with each other at this certain point. Like, honestly, like, nah, we're not doing that.
I had a friend who was my girl. We were down like 4 flats on a Cadillac.
Right.
That was my chick, right? But I know she had hoe tendencies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when I did get close enough to a guy, and I wanted her, because that's my girl. I wanted her to meet him. I brought her around him, and then I was like, oh hell no, I need you to back up a little bit. So that's when my view on it changed. Like, she can be my girl, but that don't mean I gotta introduce my guy to all my friends. All my friends, because I know.
I call that the test of true friendship, honestly. Yeah, that's the test of a true friendship right there.
I know how she is. I accepted her flaws when we became friends.
No. She didn't respect you.
Wait a minute. Let me get my point across.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. Go get it.
All right.
That does not mean that I have to put myself in a situation where I know I'm gonna have to smack a bitch.
Right.
Just because we're friends does not mean
Can you get those at
that you
McDonald's?
gotta be all up in my business.
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. You never know what can happen.
You never know what can happen.
True.
And so now, in all reality, it goes back to that respect level.
That bitch ain't my friend no more. She crossed the line.
In fact,
You had to learn the hard way.
That's how I figured out. That's how I got my perspective. Not everybody got to agree with it, but that's how I got my perspective, that I don't have to introduce my man, because I have a husband now. I don't have to introduce him to every single person that I run with. I'm just not going to do that. Because
no, they were talking about actively hiding.
Not every single.
I mean, it's not a cautiousness, but I get it.
That is someone that was someone that I ran with. That was someone that I was close with. And if he asks me, hey, why I'm not meeting, because I don't trust the bitch. I might be cool with her, but I don't trust her around my man.
Right.
Right.
Can I say something, Tasha? But
Yes.
that's the kind of person I wouldn't call a friend. I would call her an associate. And that's not the kind of person I would introduce.
Nah, that's
I
not
would
true.
probably
because
use
if
it
you-
as a test.
If you grew up with them,
Your opinion. This is mine.
Yeah.
Mine's. I wouldn't label that
Yeah.
person as a friend. If you're my friend and I can't trust you, then something is, you're not really a friend. You're somebody I know. We cool. We know me, but you're not my homebody. Like I could introduce you auntie to any man I date. Why? Because I trust you 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here's an example.
I'm not gonna trust her like that. So she ain't gonna meet my man.
But
Queen.
we gotta forget
Here's
one
a-
thing, and we gotta always remember one thing, ladies. Us men have a choice. Don't forget that.
of
Yes,
course.
y'all do.
You do have a choice.
And women
And your
have a
choice is
choice
to
as
live.
well.
Hey, Queen.
No, your expectation is that we're gonna
That's
already
your
cheat, and
choice.
that's why y'all already coming in from y'all point of view.
No,
That's the messed up part
That's
about
the
it. Y'all know
only-
that.
That's the only choice that matters. Live, brother. Live.
You see? Because your expectation is that we're
I
already
hope
gonna
all
do
the-
so.
I hope all the
That's
Damians,
not right.
all the Damians in the world understand. Live.
We already dead, fellas. We dead already. We already expected to cheat. As soon as they give it to it, it's ours.
Here's an example where you would not introduce friends. Let's say that you're
one
politically
thing, please.
neutral and you don't care. One of your best friends is a Republican and he's really outspoken. Another one of your best friends is a Democrat. He's really outspoken. You love both of them, but you know if you three of you sit down and have lunch, that'll be the end. So you just never introduce them because they have different views and they're maybe outspoken about. And it's just going to be
That makes
argumentative.
sense. That does make sense.
Yeah, you're going to have that. Right?
Yeah, that does.
I
make sense.
That's why
actually,
nobody
I actually would
introduces
love
me to
that.
anybody.
That's the. I would have that breakfast every Sunday. I swear to you. I swear to you. I mean, I get what you're saying, the concept of it, but in all reality, when two minds think differently, and they can actually, the problem is people don't literally settle down and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not accepting to somebody else's ways. If you're accepting to at least the thought process,
Right. The opinion.
things would change dramatically. Like I tell
Yep.
people all the time, if everybody was honest, we would live in a utopia society. Because if I don't like you, motherfuckers, you ain't gonna be around me. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, in all honesty, like seriously, if you can be honest with everybody, this would never, ever, ever be a problem. We wouldn't even be having these conversations right now if everybody was ever so honest.
Does it go all the way back to saying there's no Santa Claus?
Yes, honesty. Listen, my kids know I don't play that game. Listen,
Right.
Daddy
My
just got
parents
finished
never.
scrubbing every little floor. And listen, you want to come see me work? Listen, don't play with me.
The next
That
thing,
iPhone you
the
got?
next thing you're going to tell me is wrestling isn't real. I know you're going to tell me that.
Please.
Don't do that. That's not nice. Don't do that. Don't let me hurt your feelings. I know people that I got a few friends that's in wrestling. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't do that. The narrative is cute. Don't do that.
We got a final question? Oh yeah.
Serge wanted to say something. Go ahead, Serge.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay.
That's how you feel? That's how you feel? Oh, listen, what I was saying is that don't introduce me to your friends, especially if you don't look better than your friends. If your friends look better than you, don't introduce me to
OMG. Oh my God.
Keep it real.
That's
I'm
the take from the meeting tonight. That was perfect. That's the thought from the meeting.
Oh shit.
And
Keep keeping it real. I can't be mad.
real talk.
I can't be mad. Yo,
And then I meet
Serge.
the girl, you know what I'm saying? And we cool. We for a couple of months. I want you to meet my friend. Now this girl, she fat. You know what I'm saying? And then her friend all thick and shapely and shit. And I'm like, oh man, damn, why couldn't I meet her? Damn, man.
You're judging friends.
That's why.
You're judging friends.
That was the reason why. She knew what it was.
You can't judge friends physically. Yeah, she might be fat, but if she's a friend, she's a friend, right?
How do I want her though? I want the friend. I want the thick, voluptuous, sexy, big, wide, hitty, fat ass. You know,
He's so crazy.
Sounds familiar.
This is everything a man could want for Christmas, and now I'm gonna fix eyes on her because I got this fat, rotund, greasy
You might as well just stay single, bro.
in here with me, and she all hugged up on me.
No, man. When you get as old as I do, you find out that it doesn't matter what they look like outside anymore.
Yeah, but I ain't that old yet. When I get there, I'll change my mind. But right now, I still got a little bit going on, and I ain't gonna settle. I ain't gonna settle for no unprocessed meat product. I ain't gonna do it.
What about the bunny rabbit? Are we okay with the rabbit? We're not going to lose the rabbit too, are we?
Right.
I am done. I'm done with you.
I don't know what rabbit y'all talking about. Because listen, my mind go everywhere. So you know what I'm saying? What rabbit y'all talking about?
Facts. Because a nigga need help every once in a while. Word up. Let me go to sleep in first place. Stop playing.
What rabbit are we talking about?
Look.
Tell you one thing, I'm glad I'm not driving anywhere.
Hey, got that medical thing going on there, huh?
Can I ask you another question?
Yes.
Let's say you see signs or you see red flags, right? And how many talks is too many talks? Like, let's say you talk to the person one time, then you talk again,
I did 4 years of that.
Of talking, and it never changed? How much is too much?
I did
You said how much is too much?
It depends on the person.
It depends on the person. It depends on the love. It depends on what you've invested into the person. Like, it depends on all of that. And that's where you kind of like, you know what I mean, kind of do your dividends.
That's right. It also depends on whether or not you set specific boundaries. When you're talking to somebody, and let's say it's about weight. Okay, Johnny, you got to lose 20 pounds. You got to lose it. That's the boundary. Then he knows where to go. But if it's just, I wish you'd lose some weight, that's not going to work. So
I agree with you. I agree with you. The only downside is that we always forget, and I hate to say it, we're all human. So I get the whole, I mean, I definitely respect the whole concept of men think with logic, women think with emotion, but we're all emotional creatures, period. So after a certain point, we do have to act off of emotion. I mean, and for the most part, I can agree for 2.5 years of my 4-year relationship, it was all off of pure emotion. It wasn't off of logic. As a male should be, to be honest, because I had care, love, and compassion for that person, and I expected for you to change.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree to a whole extent, but there's always, we got to understand that we're all still human. Like, I mean, that's bottom line to it.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
and it could also be like if somebody is together, if you're together a year, sometimes when you're together with somebody for a year, it feels like a long time. But if after a year and within that year, like 3 months, you see something, you're like, oh, this is new, let me give it a chance. 6 months, you see something. 8 months, you see something. Like, it's up to that person how much. But if you are invested in something like a 4, a 5, a 6, a 10-year, a 15-year marriage relationship, you might think twice if one of the parties messes up and you've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, you might still come to a point like, damn, we got 3 kids. We've been together 14 years. I'm making this up. I've been together 14 years and person ain't changing. What can we do next to try to salvage this? Because it's not but so much that an individual can take with telling the person over and over again, why are you always coming home late? Why this? Or how come your paycheck is never coming into the household? Or whatever the situation may be, It depends. It's an individual thing, and it's individual situations as to how much is too much or how much can you take before you just like, that's it, I'm done.
Well, that's what red flags are. Red flags are individual preferences of what you consider a red flag.
Right.
Every red flag is not the same. Like, it's what I may consider my red flags. And then what you consider are your red flags. Now, the thing is to meet in the middle to see if if the red flags can overcome each other, you know?
Right.
It's
Like
to me, it's actually timing. It's
Yeah,
timing about when these red flags come up, honestly. Because
yes,
if
that's
those
true.
red flags come up honestly in that first year, year and a half, it's easy to cut you off. It's just
Right.
done. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's
yes.
what I'm
But when
saying.
you've
That's what I was
invested
saying.
time and you don't know nothing, you're kind of oblivious, and then things start to kind of fling. It's almost like, well, hold on now. You know what I mean? You like you said, you put that time in, so it's almost like now if you've seen it in them 3 months, now fool on you, boo boo the fool.
Right.
Like I said it. Like once you, I said this in one of our previous. It's like if you see these things and you still choose to accept it. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Compared to now you see it after you invested this time and you love this person and you choose to accept it because you want this to change and you've already invested this time. But yeah,
Or
you
you think they
then
could
it's
change.
still.
Right. And
But
like
I
you
mean,
said, it's based on emotion.
Right.
of course,
Hmm.
automatically.
Yep.
Automatically. I'll be a fool to say, yeah, everything is based off of whatever you can do for me. I mean, shit, Lord, mercy.
People, yeah,
I'm a
logic goes
millionaire
out
right
the
now.
window after 10 years, 15 years. Logic is not there anymore. It's about emotions because you invested, like you said, you invested so much time. So these triggers are like red flags. Are like they've been there. They didn't just happen.
Right.
They've
Right,
been
right.
there.
And
It's
it's
just
not,
and
and
it
I
just
won't
depends
even
on when and
say,
how.
and I won't
Hmm.
even say it's all emotion at that point. At that point, it's we got 3 kids. I'm just making a scenario.
Yeah.
We got 3 kids. We've been together for 15 years. We got a house. We got cars. We got all this stuff invested. So it's not that easy to just say, like, if we were only 3 months, like later, peace out, I'm done. I don't need to deal with these red flags already
Woo.
coming up.
But
And
Right.
and they probably, like you said, or somebody said, these flags were already coming up, but you chose to be like, okay, I want to talk to you. Something's happening. Something's changing in our relationship. We have to do something
You expect them
because
to change and
the
they never
kid,
change.
right, and expecting a change that may never come. I know some
Right.
people they saw red flags when their child was in elementary, like what's before elementary school, whatever, public school.
Preschool.
And they were
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to stay together till he's in elementary school, or we're going to stay together till he's in college. Well, we're going to stay
Wow.
together, and
Right.
man out
And
of
you end up
college,
killing your
got
husband.
grown
That's when you
kids, got
hire a hitman
grandkids,
on
and
the
But what
low.
everything,
about
and they still together and
you?
miserable.
You keep putting kids in the scenario. There are people with no children,
Yep.
nothing vested
Yeah.
together. They
Right.
Yep.
don't have children. They're not married. They don't live together. And they vested a lot of time in each other. There are people out there for years. And
You're
red
right.
flags is popping up all over the place. And they could bounce at any time because there's no attachment, but they still stay.
You're right.
Hence,
Let me
the
give my
show
take.
called Snap.
But if
There you go.
it's a new relationship, you shouldn't be doing that much talking. If it's
Yeah.
new, don't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody you know for a long time, then it may worth it because you got a lot of time invested into it. But if you're coming off new and you keep on talking over and over, same shit over and over all the time, then leave it alone.
But think about it. Think about it,
Bye.
Eva. Think about it. You started off new.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But if
To
that flag is
travel
if
to
that
get
flag
to
come,
that point.
if that flag is coming in the beginning when she just meeting the guy or the girl meeting the guy, vice versa, if it started in the beginning when you just meet them, that's already a clear sign something ain't gonna be right.
But
agree.
what I'm
Definitely
saying,
agree.
but what I'm
Down the
saying
line.
is everything starts off new.
Yeah, no,
But
I
yeah,
know. I'm talking
agreed.
You
about the
leave
Agreed.
flag. But
Yeah,
the
You
but
see what I'm
flag.
saying?
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. The flag.
I understand. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, I get what both of y'all saying. I
me too.
get you saying you saying if you see the flags in those first 3 months, of course you're supposed to leave the
Because you
situation,
just
of
see the
course,
flag.
automatically.
It's a difference.
But now I get what she's saying as far as
Listen,
everything is new. Because I tell people you got that 6 month
finish my
period.
point, please. Thank you. It's a difference. You date the person for a length of time, and then you just started seeing the red flag occurring. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to part ways because you already invested feelings into it. But when it's brand new and you start seeing those flags in the beginning, cut it off. Why invest more time into it when you already seen the sign from the beginning? And this expression is brand new.
Now I want to ask you about that.
That's just my opinion.
Is that
My
the
opinion.
3-month representative? Is that the 3 months representative for? Is the 3-month representative a red flag?
You know, that's what I was about to say. If you are just meeting someone, if you're just meeting someone,
because I'm amazing the first 3 months.
And if you get just meeting someone and you don't have any, like, you didn't set any ground rules. First of all, you can't be like, oh, we just met yesterday, so now check yes if you want to be my boyfriend, and check no if we're going to be exclusive. So you're getting to know people. So in 3 months, if that person is still out,
It's a separate question, right?
Huh?
It's a separate question, right?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
a question that I'm asking you because you're saying like after 3 months, and if you see
I
red
didn't say
flags.
3 months.
No,
What
it
did you say?
was my question. It's after. Okay, does everybody understand
That's
what the
Jay's
3-month
question.
representative is, though? Does everybody know?
What? Say it again.
Do y'all understand what a 3-month representative is? Every relationship goes through the 3-month representative, which means that's the
The fun
best
phase.
you. That's
phase.
the best. That's the best person you're gonna show them. Let's say your relationship is 10 years. That first 3 months is gonna be magical. You know, it's never gonna get better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
It's
you're trying to
totally
get the
agree with
person.
amazing.
that.
It's not even all of you. You know, yet. And
That's what I'm
after
saying.
that 3 months, that real you starts to come out. You know?
That's what I'm saying. So you're just getting to know someone at 3 months. So you
Y'all
see,
know I keep it real. Like,
if they're out dating other people and seeing you, you don't know whether you want a committed of anything at 3 months. You're still getting to know that person. So if they're dating this one or dating that one, maybe it's because they have, you know, guys are slower. So they may not have invested, sorry guys, they may not have invested their emotions with you yet. And you know, women are we're more emotional. So you may have, now I'm just saying you, just anybody, any female may have already like, oh, I like him, he's in mine, and then, you know, I'm gonna be all faithful to him. But he's not there yet, but he may be like, I like her. You know, I like to get to know her a little better. So you can't really, in my opinion, you can't really make a decision like that after 3 months and say, oh, I see some red flags, so I'm not even gonna give this man a try. I'm out.
I get it. I get
You know
it.
what I'm, that's all I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry, I got a
It makes
question
sense.
over here. What was that?
Good job, Sandra.
What was that off that last question? You said men are what?
Huh?
Men are what?
What?
No, oh yeah, okay.
What?
Men are what? Before I go into my hold on, come on with it.
Was it slow? I thought she said slow.
She said men are slow. That's what she said. She said men are slow.
And she said women.
What I meant was when it comes emotionally, men are slower. Women will. Some women. I won't say all, but some women.
I thought you said the last part right. And women will be desperate.
No, they won't.
No, how you get desperate?
Some women are. I will go with you with that. I will go with you with that. Some women are desperate. Some women, but not all. Some men are slow,
Let me tell you something.
but not all.
Put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say desperate though?
They can buy accessories, can't they?
By the time y'all get listen, by the time y'all get finished waiting for us and you deal with all the others, then y'all get desperate.
Some women do.
Yeah, make sure you stay at both ends of the calendar, my dear.
But why would she be desperate though? I don't understand that part. Why would she be desperate? Because she waiting on you.
This is what we're naming about, right?
Huh?
This is what we're naming about, right? So why is men slow in the beginning?
What I was talking about when I said that, Legend, is that the men are slower emotionally. Emotionally, when you get a couple, you meet A and you meet Mr. A and Miss B, and they getting it together. Men are slower to attach emotionally.
That's not what you said.
Some cases.
Not necessarily.
What I said was men slower.
That's what she said.
No, that is what she said, but not
emotionally.
necessarily.
Yeah, that is
That's
what
what she said.
That's
That is
exactly
what she
I
said, but
That's
not
what she said.
necessarily. I
That's
can agree to
exactly.
disagree. I mean, that's just
Yes.
anybody. That's
What
just,
did I
you know what I
say?
mean?
Then what
Just
did you
depending on the
think I
person.
said? What did you think I said?
No, I can agree. You think
That's
that
what I heard.
women fall in love faster than men. That's what you're
This
basically
set of
saying.
guys would never
But the
Basically.
say
problem is
Well, they cry
that's
quickly.
not necessarily true.
They laugh quickly.
Absolutely
Not
not.
with all
Because
men and
that's
all
not what they
women. I'm
saying.
talking about the
Absolutely
men and
not.
women that I know of. A lot of women, a lot of my girlfriends will fall in love faster emotionally than men. The men are slower at that for whatever reason, because
So
they have
Sandra, let
testosterone
me
and
let,
we have estrogen. I
Men,
don't
but
know.
I've
right.
heard
So what
men.
happened with
Listen, it's
what
because
other
that
motherfuckers
vagina
don't
is
got a
trash.
guy, right? What
That's
about the
what it is.
guys that
Because a
with
nigga
the
will fall
jumper?
in
Wait,
love
Legend, what did
immediately.
you say?
What
Say that
the?
again, Legend.
Wait, because both of
Legend.
y'all are saying something crazy.
Oh yeah,
Go
let
ahead,
me
Legend. Wait,
control
sir.
them.
Wait, sir. Legend, I'm interested in
Legend,
I'm
hearing.
not
say
on
that
my
again.
shit right here. You
Say that
know,
again,
you're
Legend. Say it loud.
Yo, say that again,
which one?
Legend.
Which one?
You
All
said
of
something
it.
about
Say all of it.
vaginas. Say it.
That
I
was
No, I
said
Surge.
this
did
was
not.
That
her.
was
Yeah,
Surge.
That was
That was
Surge. That was
Surge.
Surge. Wait,
That
sir.
came off right now,
Said
wrong
that.
guy.
Wait, sir.
I was saying that the reason why because that vagina is trash. The vagina come in different categories. See, if you got regular trash vagina,
All
it's like
right.
weed.
All right.
Like no, seriously, like
Wait.
vagina come like weed. You feel what I'm saying? You got
All right.
Reggie. You know what I'm saying? You got gas, and then you got that exotic, that Zaza. So some women got the Zaza. The dude hit it one time, he in love. He don't never want to stop calling her phone. Then you got the dudes who, you know what I'm saying, they hit it one time, and then, oh man, they get the, why did I do
Wait,
that?
sir. So are you saying that wait, you're talking about vaginas, right? Can we talk about some of these whack penises that we keep
Well,
getting
I
that
never
we
had
love
wax penis, so I don't
anyway?
know.
That
Yes.
we keep taking. And y'all just not gonna keep talking about the women. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be biased, but we ain't gonna keep doing that. Cause Brooklyn's
Let's do that. Let's do that. Hey.
like, come on. Some of
I
these
know where
penises
there's a deal on D
could be
batteries.
9 inches
Why
long
y'all
and still
accepting
don't be
that?
doing nothing. Like,
I
come on
can
now.
only speak for me.
And then y'all still cheat on the good vaginas. So y'all don't pick and choose.
That right there. That right
So
there.
does it even matter?
Hold up.
Listen,
Hold
I
up.
done had
Let me
every
give
type of
him the
woman.
pause
I done
button.
had
Let me
every
adjust
type
my
of
wig,
woman
cause
except
y'all.
for Asian.
Let me give
So
him
I
the pause
can't
button.
speak on Asian
No
women.
matter how good a woman is, they still cheat.
Listen what I'm saying, right? I done had every type of woman except for an Asian. So I can't speak on no Asians. But look, man, I got a list. I got a
Asians
list
are
of
nice. Asians are nice. They're spinners.
What? Glenn.
look at
Spinners.
you,
Glenn,
sir.
I never
Look
knew.
at you, sir. Look at you,
I
sir.
never knew, Glenn.
Right.
You know,
Glenn said
I never
Yeah.
knew.
I said that. Absolutely, I said
Right.
it.
I never knew.
You're right.
I never knew, Glenn.
Yeah.
Lord.
I kind of thought I knew Glenn because you come to my karaoke and you know my karaoke is wild and you fit in real well, Glenn. So I knew it was in there somewhere. I'm glad we was able to see it trickle up out of you. My little freak. Okay.
I like Asian ladies, though. I really do. I like Asian
I
ladies.
almost had one, but I didn't have a bachelor's degree. She said, I'll suck you off right now if you had a bachelor's degree. That made me want to go to school.
okay.
Wait a minute. This is a.
But what if you had a master's degree? Then what?
I don't know.
God, yeah,
Probably
I
would have got
don't
married to her.
understand
I don't know. But she
how
was
we
the
got
first thick
here.
Asian girl I ever seen because I didn't think that Asian girls could have a body. You feel what I'm saying? Like she had
Hey,
ass, thighs, and
we're not
everything.
gonna do that.
Most Asian girls are pretty flat-butted. Yeah.
Right. So that shocked the hell out of me. So I was kind of in love. You know what I'm saying? On the low. You know what I mean? And yeah, she used me. And then
You sound like you so used. Oh, poor thing.
She used me. Because no, she didn't use me. She was my friend for 2 years. And then when she got her driver's license, she ain't never talked to me again. I didn't understand that.
She didn't want to walk
I ain't
no
even
more.
gonna say
She was
nothing.
an Asian girl, and as soon as she got her driver's license, she stopped talking to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I
maybe
was
she
her
did. Maybe she just couldn't handle both of those at the same time. You ever seen Asians drive?
Guys.
Listen.
She wanted to drive a stick, not ride a stick.
The thing was, she had a license for 2 years. Like she could have been got her license for free. I could have got it for her. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
She didn't want it. She got it 2 years later, but she had a whole friendship with me. She used to come to my crib, eat my food.
Sir.
What?
Let me stop because I'm gonna have to edit all this out. Wait, okay. I think we got our I think we got what we came for. I think it was a great show. I really think that it pulled out a lot of emotions. People gave great opinions. We were able to talk and laugh. This was amazing. I want to thank all of y'all for coming out every week, and some of y'all are here every week. And let me tell you something, we appreciate it. Y'all are our all-stars. We definitely appreciate it. You know, our unique stars. There was a contest we wanted to do and stuff like that, but I think we'll do it. We'll tell y'all more about it later on.
Yeah.
We just want to thank you guys for coming out. And you know what? Since tomorrow is actually Thanksgiving, did anybody want to give a shout out to their family or to their friends, or just say I love you to someone, or because I did promise that this is going to YouTube, so they will see it. You have to tell them to subscribe to the Unique Expressions podcast, and they have to subscribe and get all their friends to subscribe so they can actually see your shout out, and they will see it as quick as a couple of hours. I'll put it online.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Sandra who didn't show up. She was
Oh,
supposed to be here.
Okay.
So happy Thanksgiving, nigga, for not coming.
Yeah, we miss you, Sandra. You were supposed to be here though, but we miss you, girl. We miss you, girl. Anybody else want to give a shout out to family or friends or those that they love? You know, just want to wish the world.
Yeah, right. I think all of us have something to be thankful for, and this is an opportunity to say what you're thankful for, or just give blessings.
Yes, let's do it, guys.
She has something to say, right, Dee?
Yep, Dee gonna have something to say too.
Right, Legend.
I'm thankful for health. My health is failing, but I'm not dead yet. So I'm thankful for the good health that I do have. While I'm struggling with these doctors to get this figured out.
Hit me up on Facebook. I might have some help for you. Seriously.
Okay. All right. Networking.
You want to pause and
who was that?
Stop.
Surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them get their shout outs. Everybody take a turn, give me a shout out to your family and friends saying happy Thanksgiving.
No, we could do it separately.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, who wants to go next?
No.
Sandra.
Go ahead, Sandra.
Oh, I want to give a shout out, first of all, to my God, my higher power, for keeping me here, my family, my son. I'm very thankful for him. 2 years ago, I almost lost him, and he was in a coma, and it was a whole mess. But he's here today, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for my mom. I just recently had to put her in a nursing home until she gets better. And I'm thankful for this platform. I'm thankful for Destinee and other karaoke DJs that's put this together, because we've been so isolated. And I got a knee replacement in February. So I've been isolated from then till May. And it wasn't until May that I went back to work. So this platform here is a blessing for me, because I have a stressful job. I'm working from home, and this is my outlet. So I come on here, I go sing, and I could release some stress and come here and get into my intellect, what's left of it when I finish work, and have enjoyable conversation with beautiful people. So I wish you all a happy and a blessed Thanksgiving. And just remember the positive as opposed to the negative, and push on forward with that.
Yes, thank you, Sandra.
Nice.
Anybody else?
How nice.
No, I mean, if it's nobody else, then you know that's good too.
Yeah, right over here. We got a two-parter right here. You hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So start over here. This is my nephew. Yo, you already know.
Hey, nephew.
What's good?
Hi, nephew.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Like I'm thankful for everything, like my family, and just being able to be here in 2000 and whatever, like just going. I don't put no time on nothing, so every moment is crazy. Like hearing y'all, listening to y'all have some great views. I did enjoy what I heard, definitely. But I'm thankful for everything. Just the moments right now, and for my uncle right here next to me, about to bring in his Thanksgiving. I don't know when the last time I spent my uncle because we've been trapped off in the mix. Like his family's been crazy. Just be out. This is peace because I know he goes strong on this stuff. I do too, but I ain't been a chance and we never got here. So I know how important it is exactly, and I'm thankful for everything. Everybody right now just hearing this, put that through this law game. We're
Yes. All
thankful.
right.
Yes. Nice.
Yes, very nice.
Yes.
And
All
whatever,
right, Legend.
what is it? What is the full name? So I can definitely link y'all up. Let's get that. I want to say it out my mouth too. What's y'all podcast? Shout outs to y'all too. What is
Thank
it?
you.
Thank
Unique
you.
Expressions podcast. Expressions with an X. I'll put the
Unique
link. I need
Expressions podcast. That's what
unique
it is.
UNIQ. Unique
UNIQ?
UNIQ Expressions podcast. So yeah. I'll
Okay.
put the
Very
link
nice.
in
Look
the
in the
chat
chat.
for y'all.
I'll
I'll
put
put the
in the
link
That's
in
a
the
chat for
chat.
fact
you.
though.
Yep.
All right.
That's what it is. It's
Thank you.
official.
I'm putting in the
Thank
chat.
you. We want to see you next week.
I might pop in, man. You know, I'll be macking like we just trying to run it up right now all year.
Okay. All right.
Working, building, thankful for that. There's more thankful stuff. Nothing to boast on. It's being thankful for. Like every day. Feet kicked up, going hard, man. Twisting this live. Just made it legal here in New Jersey. So we just doing it and we're thankful for that. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Right. Twist it
How
up,
cool
man.
is that? Huh? How cool is that?
Yes. Go ahead, Legend.
Yeah. All right, my turn. I won't try to take up too much. What's all? I want to thank all my family, my friends, my peoples, my circle, my new friends that I find here. And I found some of y'all maybe on other things right now. This was a hell of a year. And guess what? Sometimes you got to go through hell to get to heaven. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to see there's so many angels still standing with me right now. And that's all of y'all. That's all of everybody else that's on the outside. I definitely think that I haven't lived the best of lives. But guess what? I've lived the best life I could through this is what's going on right now. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Been healthy mentally, healthy physically, healthy spiritually. I think that. So I thank y'all all for all your talents and giving me different outlooks. Guess what? We don't all come up here, we don't agree. But guess what? We all agree to get along. And that's
Right.
all that's what's up. So
Right.
respect and love, stay healthy and wealthy, my friends. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
very
you.
cool.
Peace.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yes. Anybody else before we wrap up? Y'all look great with the words. Y'all look great.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
Yes,
I'm
JJ.
thankful for my family and my friends, and this podcast. It's good to, like Legend said, agree to disagree, and intellectual minds thinking and moving and shaking in every sort of way. And 2020's been rough, but we made it through. We're making it through. God spare we'll make it through. And I'm just thankful for just life itself. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people have lost a lot of people. I've lost family members to COVID and a lot of friends to it. But
Yeah.
I'm still here, and there are a lot of angels around me, and you got to go through the fire. The coal got to burn into the diamonds to make diamonds. So,
Right.
Yes.
that's
Right.
Right.
yeah.
I am
Thank
thankful
you.
for each and every single day that I open my eyes because some people are not blessed with that opportunity. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and my extended family members and friends. There's a lot of things that's happened. We was hit with the pandemic, but we learned how to take lemon and make lemonades. You know what I'm saying? We survived. We are here, and that itself is a lot to be thankful. We lost loved ones. Yes, we did. I mean, but and we lost some loved ones, but we gained some new ones. So I just want to say thank you, Lord, for everything you have blessed me with. Blessings to
Hallelujah.
each of you and your family, and may wish you all the best in the coming years. Thank you.
Yes, good job. Anybody else?
I guess I just want
Glenn?
to. Yeah, I just want to be thankful that I learned what love was before I died.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's beautiful, Glenn.
That's nice.
You touched my
Oh, you
heart,
gonna
Glenn.
make me
Yes,
cry.
that
Oh,
touched me.
Straight into the point.
yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
telling you.
Yeah, Serge, you got anything to say,
Okay.
Serge?
First off, I want to say that I'm thankful for Ra. Okay.
Okay.
Ra is my sun god.
Mm-hmm.
Brought me through the fires. You understand what I'm saying? Shielded me through hell. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I'm able to start my new business, Jen's Handy and Cleaning Services. You know?
Nice.
So I'm just thankful to be on the right track right now, you know, lifted out of depression,
Right.
not homeless anymore, you know, just doing the right things. So it just feels good. And I'm thankful for those things because, you know, I could be much worse off. So, you know, and I
Yep.
appreciate this podcast. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate Jay for bringing this and things like that. So, yeah, these are the things that I'm thankful for and I'm appreciative of.
All right. All right. D,
Nice.
you want to say anything, Muhammad?
Mhm.
I don't know if Dr. Muhammad is still here. D, you want to say anything? Oh, okay. I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I was the only one that didn't speak.
Wow, son.
I know.
Wow, son.
D, you want to say
That's
something?
a shame, son.
I
That's a
thought we went
shame,
through this.
son.
I
I
thought we
thought
went
you
through
had
this.
so much to be thankful for. You don't want to say nothing. Thank you, God, for new day, family, friends, but something.
I know one thing you got to be thankful for.
Man,
Monday podcast.
man, you ain't got nothing to say, son? Nah, son. I ain't having it, son.
Serge, check the chat.
Well, what's up, D? Okay, he said he's still out there. What's going on?
Look, give me one eye.
Come on, we gotta wrap up.
Say something. Thankful for what? For that game you're playing? Or something?
Oh my God.
So we got
Okay.
two celebrities in the house. We got Legend, who looks like Anthony Hamilton, and Jess D, who looks like what's that rapper's name? Who just cut off all his locks? Not Jess, but he did. You know who I'm talking about? He's old school.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. There you go.
Yeah, you kind of do got a Busta Rhymes look.
He looks like Busta Rhymes. But I guess that game, he must be playing Fortnite or
Busta Rhymes
something.
smiles sometime at least. I don't know about this one.
Your smile is great. Your smile is
Actually,
great.
I'm
That's Buster right there. Buster. Everything remains raw, right? Everything remains raw. I make sure everything remains raw.
Yeah. Wow. Let me just give my thanks. People still coming in, which is a good thing. But I just want to say individually, thank you so much because I have to say I don't have family. Everybody that knows me know I don't have family. So I'm really doing this on my own. But y'all have made it so that I've lived out my dreams with my karaoke, which I thought was over with COVID. You know, we're dealing with kind of depression a little bit. I mean, every idea, even the podcast, every idea that I put before you, all you guys come, you support, you don't ask questions, you just come out for me. And this is almost every night. I do something almost every night. I appreciate all of y'all from the bottom of my heart. You guys have really become my family. And every one of y'all is really, really, really special to me. Anything that I can do for you guys, I wouldn't even hesitate to do it. And trust me, when we get back to being outside and being able to hug each other and actually show each other love, trust me, I'm not going to forget this. And I'm going to keep up all these ideas. I'm going to keep shooting for the stars. And as long as I know I got y'all behind me, you know, and I got God with me, it's going to be amazing. Regardless of what we're going through now, God is first, and everything else is second. It doesn't matter. We still living, we still doing good, you know, and we just got to keep the faith. We'll be all right. We are strong people, all of us, you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I want to say one more thing.
Sure.
I'm so thankful for your karaoke and your podcast because I am struggling, okay, with the whole health thing, and sometimes it feels like I'm by myself, even though I know I have a small support system, but I still have a support system. But it just feels like I'm alone sometimes, and I get to come to karaoke at least twice a week.
Yes.
And that's always been my outlet. For 10 years now, karaoke has been my outlet. Then COVID hit and there was no more karaoke and I didn't know what I was going to do. And then a random a random Facebook post showed up in one of my Arkansas karaoke groups.
Yes, I posted in the Arkansas group too.
And I was like, wait, what? So I am so grateful for your podcast and for your karaoke and for you inviting me into your online family, because it's been amazing for me.
Thank you. And we love you. Tasha is great. Let me tell you about my karaoke, because I don't really speak a lot about it, but I'm so glad because y'all keep it alive. I do karaoke 3 nights a week. I am a DJ. I do karaoke 3 nights a week. I mean, and we get in this room and we're all family. We sing, we dance, we hang from the chandeliers. There's no rules. We do whatever we want to do. We drink, we laugh. It was just like tonight. We just accept each other, no criticism. We just have a good time. I do this 3 nights a week, Tuesday, Thursday, from 9 to 12 a.m. And I also do one on Saturday from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's called Insomniac Karaoke. So I know you guys know, anybody watching the video that, you may, if you ever feel lonely or you feel like you need something to do for the week to just keep you going on, I'm here. My name is VDJ Destinee Jae, and if it's not the podcast, it's going to be the karaoke. We're going to find a place for you somewhere. We are the Lit Crew. And
the Lit Crew.
That's what we do, So so come on down. Everybody's welcome.
Look, the Lit Crew baby just went to sleep too. The mom win.
Yes, Autumn Grace is our official Lit Crew baby. If you come in the room, you'll see her too. It works itself out.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to thank all you guys. I wish I could give y'all some applause like I do at the karaoke.
Arrow.
Yes, hey Arrow. You late? We love you too, though.
Yeah.
Sound like you just woke up.
Something like that.
Right. So let me sign up.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? What's up? What's good?
Let me sign off, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night.
Stay safe, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.